Welcome to the Rocket Money Kickoff on this Thursday night. How about a little rivalry? They call it Hate Week. This is a rivalry that goes back to their FCS days. App State and Georgia Southern. No love between these two programs. It's usually a game that's played at the end of the regular season, but we get a treat. They play it in early November with bowl implications on the line. Should be a good one. It always is between App State and Georgia Southern. A little Sun Belt battle on this Thursday night to get your football week started. Welcome to The Rock. Courtney Lau alongside All-American running back Rini Ngolia. And Rini, how does a rivalry impact a game like this?
Well, I think, you got to keep your emotions in check. You talked about it. Both these schools trying to get to bowl eligibility, so this is a very important game. But then you put the rivalry aspect in there. Keep those emotions in check. No stupid penalties. Let the game kind of come to you.
Well, looking at this Georgia Southern team, they've got to win 3 of their last 4 games in order to make a bowl game. They do have an excellent playmaker at wide receiver in Camden Brown.
Already set the school record with 9 receiving touchdowns, says Camden Brown. He's long, he's got excellent speed, he can stretch the field vertically. You can throw him 50-50 balls. I'd call it 80-20 ball with Camden Brown because he's going to go up and make the catch. He's got strength as well over the middle. He's everything you want in a wide receiver. Tremendous season thus far for Camden Brown.
Yeah, and for App State, they're 2 wins away from bowl eligibility, and they have the top rusher in the Sun Belt in Rashad Dubinion.
Well, Courtney, I love it when we're highlighting a running back. Dubinion can square his shoulders nicely, run between the tackles with power, but he also has speed out of the backfield and really nice hands as well. They will throw him the ball.
And hey, a bugaboo for Georgia Southern this year has been their rushing defense. Can App State take advantage? Hate Week hits its pinnacle when we kick off. That is coming up from The Rock. Georgia Southern and App State. This has been the Rocket Money Kickoff.
Yes, obviously a special week for 2 programs, Rivalry Week, Hate Week, on national TV on a Thursday night. I think about this rivalry and how special it is for both universities, both fan bases, and kind of the story of college football.
This is a big game for us. It's a huge game. It's a conference game versus a rival at home on Thursday night. So the brand gets represented on national TV. There'll be a lot of recruits watching. There'll be a lot of alumni watching. There's going to be a lot of people that show up for this game, and we're excited to put a good brand of football out that everyone can be proud of.
I mean, this is a game, if you're a fan, you circle this Georgia Southern and App State. It's the 33rd straight season that they've been meeting. And, yeah, it's hard to win in this rivalry on the road.
Yeah, the home team seems to always have an advantage in this rivalry. But I love that it goes back to when they were both FCS programs, both very successful FCS programs, and have transitioned to FBS and have been successful at the FBS level, too. So 2 programs similar, and just you love the rivalry about, that's going on with these 2.
Yeah, they both transitioned to FBS back in 2014, and they've combined for 9 FCS championships. Now, you look at the 2 programs this season. For Clay Helton, he's played in this rivalry. It's his 4th season. But, Rini, he felt like he had to address the fans this week because the results have not been what the high expectations at Georgia Southern are usually.
Yeah, and that's the hardest thing for coaches. You implement your plan, your culture, and Clay Helton has done that now for 4 years. And really, you get to that 3-4 year mark, you think, okay, now we're going to benefit, see the fruits of our labor, but just hasn't been there. So a lot of heat in Statesboro for Clay Helton.
Meanwhile, on the other sideline for App State, Dowell Loggins is in his first season, so he gets his first taste of the rivalry. He's also the play caller, and he's talked about, too, you've got to build, and this is a great program with history, but you got to win as you build your program.
And he's one of those head coaches who just said calls the plays. He doesn't even have a designated offensive coordinator. That's kind of his bread and butter. That's what he likes to do, and he brings, we've talked to him a couple times, an NFL kind of mentality into how they practice and their scheduling and their meetings.
This will be the 41st overall meeting, and I think, too, something when you have a rivalry game, no matter what's happened this season, you throw all that out the window.
Correct. And again, we talked about it. I mean, as we get to this last quarter of the season here, both these teams are still in it for bowl eligibility, right? And that's a big deal. Get to a bowl game, get an extra 15 practice, maybe play some younger players that haven't played. So this is a very important game. Forget the rivalry. It's important just to get a good Sun Belt win tonight for one of these teams and stay on track to get to a bowl game.
46 degrees and clear, a beautiful night. We were interested to see how the wind was going to be. It's very mild. I don't feel any up here
Well,
at the
someone
press box.
talked me into packing a jacket and
First of
some
all,
gloves.
you can thank me later.
It's gorgeous right now. This is football weather.
You talk about a rivalry and how important this is, so much so that Georgia Southern wins the coin toss. They're going to take the football, Rini.
Yeah, and we've been seeing that a lot more. It used to be, we'll defer, we'll put the defense out. We've seen a lot of teams this season take the ball first and say, we're going to go down and try to score.
Well, Georgia Southern's defense has not been a strength. It is the worst in the Sun Belt, so they will elect to go on offense first. Again, Georgia Southern needing to win 3 of its last 4 to become bowl eligible. App State is 2 wins away from bowl eligibility. Dominic DeFreitas on for the kickoff. Georgia Southern will let this one go back into the end zone. They'll start at the 25-yard line. So for Georgia Southern, 3-5 on the season, but some consistency they've had is J.C. French was their guy last year. He's the guy this year, back-to-back seasons.
Yeah, and the big thing I think this year is he's making better decisions. He's protecting the football. I know he's got 6 INTs. 3 of those were in one game, so he's really done a nice job there, and just the experience that he brings from last season this year.
Hasn't had an interception in the last 2 games. O.J. Arnold gets the start at running back. He's to French's left. Puts Cobb in motion, running out of time. Gets a snap off in time. Dumps it out to O.J. Arnold in the flat, and up that far sideline he goes, steps out near the yard marker, and yes, that's enough to move it. He's at the 36-yard line, a pickup of 11 before Colton Ferris and Emery Floyd pushed him out.
Just talked about being a good decision maker. Goes through his reads, checks it down, a nice pickup on first down to start this game.
To O.J. Arnold on the near sideline this time, and he's across midfield.
Well, you hear about offenses making the defenses work sideline to sideline. Georgia Southern just did it in 2 back-to-back plays from the left sideline to the right sideline. Same play, checking it down to O.J. Arnold.
J.C. French lets it fly up top, and he's got a guy, a beautiful toss right into the hands of his intended target, Marcus Sanders. And you blink, and Georgia Southern scores. 47 yards. Couldn't have a better start.
I guess we know why Clay Helton and offensive coordinator Ryan Applin wanted to start with the football. 3 plays right down the field. J.C. French looked tremendous, and a big-time score early for Georgia Southern.
And so Weston Bryant trying to push forward and does not get it.
And you might ask why you do that. It's a numbers thing. They had 3 blockers, 3 defenders. The runner was free, and that's why they went ahead and called that. Take a look at that touchdown pass from J.C. French to Marcus Sanders. One-on-one on the outside. Excellent recognition by French, where to go. Marcus Sanders runs right by the defender, Emery Floyd. Great throw, great catch, and boy, you said it, Court. Could not start the game any better for Georgia Southern.
If you're just clicking over to this game, Georgia Southern won the toss, elected to take the ball, and J.C. French goes 3 for 3 on that opening drive and throws a touchdown. 12th consecutive game with a touchdown pass for French.
Yeah, and just looked in control. Even those first 2 throws to O.J. Arnold, he went through his progressions. It wasn't there. Knew where his running back was. Had nice chunk pickups on those plays, and then hits the home run ball to Marcus Sanders.
So Evan Scruggs on to kick off for Georgia Southern. Kamani Alexander is back in the end zone for App State.
Yeah, because we just want to make sure we're over top of you so we can get out.
And Alexander will take a knee in the end zone. All right, so not just going into this game, but going into the season, all year it has been a question about who is the starting quarterback. It has been challenged by Dowell Loggins, who's going to step up. And A.J. Swan is going to get the start in this game. In their last game, he didn't get the start. It was J.J. Cole, but he got them a spark towards the end of the game.
He came in the fourth quarter and was outstanding, was A.J. Swan. 12 of 16, 140 yards and 2 touches. I get it. A little less pressure coming in. You're slinging it, but he looked really good.
Rashad Dubinion, the conference's leading rusher, gets the handoff. And wow, Georgia Southern was ready. Again, this is the worst rushing defense in the Sun Belt. It's a Georgia Southern team that has really struggled to stop the run. They've really struggled on defense this year due to a ton of injuries.
But Davion Rhodes right there for Georgia Southern. If you get underneath the block quick, get to the backfield. Good tackle for a loss there by the defensive tackle.
Dave Larkins in motion. Swan will throw for the second play of the game. Up top, he's got a guy across midfield, and that pass complete to Davion Dozier, who transferred in from Arkansas, and he has become a target as of late.
Since he's become healthy, he's wide receiver 1, if you will. He's been the go-to guy, 6'4", 205 pounds, long arms. Great recognition there by Swan finding Coleman, or Dozier, excuse me.
That's fitting because he is number 1. It's a 36-yard pickup. Jaden Barnes with the grab at about the 37-yard line, stopped by Brendan Harrington, who actually played 6 years at App State before transferring over to Georgia Southern. He gets the honor of wearing number 0 this week for that Georgia Southern team. It's a player that has no issues, that does everything right on and off the field.
Yeah, he's a leader, making a ton of tackles there, leading that defense.
App State goes pistol set here with Dubinion behind Swan. This is Dubinion. Not much room to work with at all.
You know, college football, players are transferring like crazy. We know that. But boy, when you spend 6 years in one place and then transfer to your rival, it's a little weird, right?
But then also to come back and play here for the other team.
Yeah, that's what I mean, exactly.
But I mean, both programs have nothing but positive things to say about Brendan Harrington. Swan way overshoots his intended target of Jaden Barnes. And takes a hit, was just helped up by the referee. Elijah Fears, the freshman defensive tackle, putting the pressure on Swan.
Yeah, Georgia Southern really likes Elijah Fears. True freshman, still developing, but man, he's getting better each and every week, each and every rep for that matter.
Playing a bigger role than maybe he thought.
Yes.
They've lost a total of 5 defensive tackles since camp.
Fears is way more snaps is he getting than they ever thought, and he's producing.
4th down, 4th and 6, and look at App State out there going for it. Swan just off the fingertips of Jaden Barnes, and Georgia Southern gets the stop. Southern back on offense for the 2nd time tonight when we come back. You can't get better than J.C. French on Georgia Southern's first drive. 3 for 3 with a touchdown.
Yeah, O.J. Arnold to the left sideline. Nice little pickup on first down. O.J. Arnold to the right sideline. Nice little pickup, another first down. And then let's take a home run shot. Marcus Sanders, 47 yards, 3 plays later, start the game. Touchdown, Georgia Southern.
And that touchdown pass was the longest pass of the season for Georgia Southern. Remember, they won the coin toss and elected to receive the ball, and wow, made App State pay in 3 plays.
And their defense looked great, right? Getting a stop on fourth down, getting the ball back to that offense.
Second possession for the Georgia Southern Eagles. They just got a fourth down stop by App State. Now swinging out to Dalen Cobb. Trying to punch a hole forward, gets past the 40 to just over the 41-yard line, picks up 4, stopped by DJ Burks.
Try to go tunnel screen there. A few yards on first down, but I like the pace and tempo that Georgia Southern's going at on offense.
They fake it to O.J. Arnold, swing it back out to Cobb. And DJ Burks again in coverage.
You had Camden Brown out there, who we highlighted, blocking. And it was great timing. Ball was behind the line of scrimmage, so you're not going to get offensive pass interference, but you love to see the star receiver out there blocking.
They will put Camden Brown in motion, number 4 in that white jersey. Changing things up. Now the radio cut off in J.C. French's helmet. French tucks and runs. He was looking toward O.J. Arnold, running a little wheel route out of the backfield.
Yeah, App State only rushed 3, dropped 8. Looked like there was green turf in front for J.C. French, but an excellent job by the defender, Aiden Benton, 33, for App State to get off the block and make that tackle, and he's going to force a punt.
So Alex Smith, the lefty punter from Australia, age 25, is out to punt for Georgia Southern, with Jaden Barnes back for App State. Barnes calling for the fair catch. App State's defense gets a stop. Well, coming up this Saturday on ABC, we've got a triple header. Top teams in the Big 12 squaring off at noon Eastern in Lubbock. Number 7 BYU taking on number 8 Texas Tech, and then after that, undefeated third-rate Texas A&M and number 22 Missouri will cap the day with Alabama LSU in Tuscaloosa. Each game also available on the all-new ESPN app. Game day at that first one.
Yeah, I'm excited for that BYU Texas Tech game. An early start, game day there, as you just said. It's going to be electric.
Lots of talk this week as it's the first week of the college football playoff rankings being revealed just a couple days ago. Still so much to be decided, so much football left to be played. This is Rashad Dubinion trying to bounce to the outside. Falls down around the 12-yard line.
And a nice job by Georgia Southern defensive. They had him again for another tackle for a loss, but Dubinion was able to fight through and get a hard fought, 1.5 yards, 2 we'll give him.
And Georgia Southern's defense looked really good on App State's first drive. It's a defense that has struggled this year. Swan looking to pass. And throws it away. Felt the pressure coming from Brandon Tyson. It's kind of the 1-2 punch. Brendan Harrington and Brandon Tyson, they call them the killer bees.
They don't necessarily have to get sacks, but you got to get quarterbacks uncomfortable, off their spots, get hits on them. They did that right there, and excellent coverage in the secondary by Georgia Southern. Just nowhere for A.J. Swan to go with the ball.
Now they're your killer bees.
Yeah.
Brendan Tyson and Brendan Harrington.
Stats are very similar as well.
Yeah.
Very active there from the middle.
Trey Lewis now at the running back for App State. Timeout for App State. Third down on the way for the Mountaineers when we come back. Well, Sunday morning, start your Week 10 NFL Sunday at 10 a.m. Eastern with the Countdown Crew on ESPN and the all-new ESPN app. They'll have all the early breaking stories, injury updates, and get you ready right up to kickoff. And then don't forget our Week 10 Monday Night Football matchup. It's the Eagles and the Packers at Lambeau, 8 Eastern, 5 Pacific on ABC, ESPN, ESPN Deportes, and the all-new ESPN app. Peyton and Eli over on ESPN2. Coverage will kick off with NFL Live at 3 Eastern, then Scott Van Pelt and the Monday Night Countdown Crew at 6 Eastern. A big third down coming up here. They're 0 for 1 on third down as App State tonight. Rashad Dominion is the back next to A.J. Swan, who got to start at quarterback tonight. Swan going to the air to Jaden Barnes, and not enough for the first down.
And Georgia Southern will invite that, the underneath pass, come up and tackle. You know, Elijah Cummings, the standout tight end for Appalachian State, is out. He's an NFL caliber type player that they're really missing deeply in this game. And on a 3rd and long, that's the kind of target, that the matchup nightmare that Elijah Cummings gives the defenses. But he's out.
Yeah, when we asked Coach Dow Loggins about the impact of losing Isaiah Cummings, he said it is massive. Everything they could do for him, and unfortunately he was injured on kind of a fluke play in the first quarter of their last game. Peyton Platts is back and calls for the fair catch for Georgia Southern. That was close, getting that punt off. Georgia Southern almost got there in front of Ian Ratliff.
They saw that right hand come out, almost got the block. Just a couple fingers away from the block there.
Well, J.C. French, the first drive of this ball game, 3 for 3 with a 47-yard touchdown pass. Second drive, App State got the stop, and now here he is on drive number 3. They told us that they treat him like a coach. He's earned that. He sits in all the coach film meetings, and he has a say in everything. There's going to be a flag out.
Start. Offense, number 7. 5-yard penalty. Remains first down.
That's on the tight end, Ahman Green.
And that'll drive a coach nuts, those unforced penalties. He's lined up out wide. They had a trip set with a fourth or quad receiver out there that was going to come in motion, and he just flinched, and you just can't do that. And now, 1st and 15.
French setting everything up. He's got Terrence Gibbs in the backfield. Cobb in motion. Gibbs picks up 2 on the play.
Just a little inside zone. You bring that tight end Green around the block, but good job by App State to get up in there. And that was DJ Burks again, 21. You called his name out earlier. That's a safety that'll come up in run support. He does a nice job.
Maryville, Tennessee's finest. Gibbs looking room on the outside, cuts back up, punches forward, and he's at about the 38-yard line. Stopped by St. Ferrier.
Yeah, good hard run by Gibbs there. Slips a tackle, is able to square those shoulders, get up, get what he can, but because of that penalty, they're still 3rd and long here.
We've seen O.J. Arnold and Gibbs tonight. David Bedinga not making the trip, still out with an injury for Georgia Southern at running back. Ahman Green just motioned out to the slot. First catch of the night for Camden Brown, and it will go for a first down and take Southern across midfield.
And you have to respect the speed of Camden Brown, and that's what the defensive back, Christian Conyer, did there. And then that little stop route has that cushion. Good timing between Brown and J.C. French, puts it on him. Then you see the big receiver turning up, get some yards after the catch.
You know, Ryan Applin, the offensive coordinator, is a big fan of Camden Brown. In our meetings this week, he was wearing a Camden Brown sweatshirt. Gets his first touch. He's already set a Georgia Southern record with 9 touchdown catches this season, 8 games in.
Yeah, I'm going to feel he's going to extend that record before this season ends.
Brown in motion. Gibbs with another turn. Flag out. They mark Gibbs at the 40. We'll see what the penalty is.
I didn't see a hold from here. I'm curious, maybe we get a hands to the face call.
You mean from way up here in the blimp?
We are pretty far up here.
Personal foul. Hands to the face. Defense, number 33. 15 yards into the run. Automatic. First down.
That's on Aiden Benton. See, you don't need to get your eyes checked.
Well, you know, when you watch as much football as I do, like I could see the interior line and I didn't see a hold. So when the flag comes in from the center judge, it's at that angle. It's usually hands to the face if it's not holding.
So that's going to move Georgia Southern to the 25-yard line. O.J. Arnold in the backfield now with J.C. French. They'll motion him out. French weaving through traffic, dives forward past the 20. Stopped by Kyle Arnholt.
Yeah, excellent job by J.C. French. Sat in there as long as he could. Good job by App State to kind of crush that pocket, but French gets up there, gets positive yards on first down.
And that's something that's different for him than last season. Last season, maybe he forces something and causes a turnover.
Exactly. He wouldn't have ran that ball last year.
Marcus Sanders looking for his second touchdown of the night. He'll be marked short at the 2-yard line.
And what a big-time throw by J.C. French. He's at the far hash, quick release, and they're going to go quick here.
French under center keeps it. Doesn't get a push from the pile.
Number 12, J.C. French with the keeper.
Gained maybe half a yard on
Yeah,
that.
and I've talked about it before. Sometimes teams go hurry up like that, but sometimes I think it's like too fast for your own good. It's like your first and goal down there. I get it, you want to kind of catch the defense off guard, but sometimes it's better just, you know, take a breath, set yourself, and go. But they went fast. Now they're going to take their time here on second down.
French pitching it out to Arnold. They'll stop this.
Flag on the field.
I don't think everyone was set in time for a full count because they ran fast out of huddle. We'll get the call here.
Snap infraction. Number 54. Offense. 5-yard penalty. Replay. Second down.
That's Chance Carroll.
Or when in doubt, called on the center.
Yeah.
Right? Little flinch, little movement of the ball. But now you're backed up, right? The first play on, you try to sneak on first down, get stuff, false start. Now you're backed up a little bit here.
Second and goal, ball on the center.
Ball at the 7-yard line now. O.J. Arnold. App State's defense stops him at the 4-yard line. 3rd and goal on the way. Rondo Porter with a tackle.
Yeah, Porter's been playing well. He's a good player. He's big. He's twitchy. He's got good speed. Does a nice job shedding that block and getting to the ball carriers for a very, very minimal gain.
Was at South Carolina when Coach Loggins was an assistant there. 3rd and goal. Georgia Southern 1 for 2 on 3rd down today.
Yeah, keep an eye on number 4, Camden Brown here. It's a good spot for him, big receiver.
He's lined up at the bottom and timeout.
Timeout. Georgia Southern. First charge of the half. 30 seconds in length.
Yeah, Camden Brown, obviously, that's got to be, if you're App State's defense, you're circling him, right? He has 9 touchdowns.
Yeah, and I would actually, you know, if I'm Ryan Applin, the offensive coordinator, I try to isolate him, get him alone to maybe the wide side of the field, maybe get a one-on-one, and again, a 50-50 ball with him, 6'2", long arms, goes up. I think he can make the play, so we'll see what they do when they come out of that timeout.
So here's our player spotlight. It's brought to you by Rocket Money and Camden Brown. We told you the school record in touchdowns. He's been their leading receiver. First 3 seasons for him, he was at Auburn before transferring in. Actually, the Auburn wide receivers coach used to be at Georgia Southern and said, hey, maybe you should look at Georgia Southern, and created that match. It's been great.
Sometimes really good athletes, great athletes, get stuck at a big-time program, and they just don't get the reps that they need or deserve. Come to a school like Georgia Southern, you're going to get your shot.
So he's at the bottom of your screen. They'll go O.J. Arnold here, and App State gets a stop. 4th down coming up.
They came out in the same set. They went twins right with Camden Brown, decided to run it underneath, and they're gonna kick the field goal here. Just good penetration by the App State defensive line. Not much there for O.J. Arnold.
You like going for the field goal here?
Yeah, I do, yeah. You're up 6-0. You want to get points on this drive. Let's put you up by 2 scores as well.
This will be a 21-yard attempt for Trip Bryant. His career long is 46. And that is up and good, and Georgia Southern will take the points. They've had a touchdown and now a field goal tonight. They're up 9-0 in this rivalry game. This might be the prettiest time of year in Boone, North Carolina. The drive up from Charlotte was absolutely gorgeous. A great setting for a rivalry game. Hate week is what they call it.
And Georgia Southern looks good early. I think we'll see here if App State calms down on offense. We'll get some positive plays. It's been a little sluggish early for App State.
Georgia Southern scored a touchdown on its first drive. Just followed that up with a field goal. So now Evan Scruggs is getting set to kick off, with Kamani Alexander back for App State. Alexander will run it out. And he'll be stopped inside the 25-yard line. So A.J. Swan and the App State offense back on the field. And Again, it's been a combo of A.J. Swann and J.J. Cole this season, partially because A.J. Swann has been battling an injury. He missed 3 games. He returned at the end of their last game against Old Dominion, but we saw him at the start of the season, Rainey. He looked pretty good.
He looked really good against Charlotte, but they got to get the running game going. They got Trig Lewis in there, the freshman running back. Got to get some running game going here.
Here's Trig. He is stuffed, but still a nice pickup of 3 yards.
But the way Georgia Southern's playing early, you think this defensive front is tired of hearing about they're not good against the run?
Yes.
Because they're playing with a chip on their shoulder right now, saying, listen, we're going to stop the run, we're going to get to our run fits, we're going to get to our gaps. They look good early up front.
Flag out.
False start. Offense, number 52, 5-yard penalty. Replay second down.
That's on the left guard, Caden Sweat, and this is an offensive line for App State that was at one point down 3 starters in their last game. We did see Jaden Ramsey make his return. He's on the field back at left tackle tonight.
Yeah, it looks like he was pulling on that play. Looks like he might have just went a count too early.
Backs him up to the 21-yard line. Swann stepping up in trouble. Ball popped out. And Caden Sweat was able to fall on it.
I mean, the ball gets hit, it shoots out of A.J. Swann's hand right into Caden Sweat's hands. I mean, excellent pressure by Georgia Southern. Couple stunts there from the defensive line.
MJ Stroud forcing that fumble. Backs them up to their own 18. They'll swing it out to the flat. Oh, and absolutely no room to work because Brendan Harrington is all over that play.
Yeah, whether he's wearing number 2, number 0, he's making a tackle for a loss. Recognizes the play, read it, and reacting to it. And Georgia Southern looks really good on both sides of the ball early in this one.
And App State looks out of sync.
They have stymied App State offensively thus far in this first quarter.
App State just 42 total yards compared to 138 for Georgia Southern. Peyton Plott fields it at the 40. Won't get across midfield, but this is going to be excellent field position for Georgia Southern.
Went down last time, got a field goal. With this field position again, you're thinking, okay, got to go down, let's get a touchdown, but just get some points.
I know some of the keys that the coaching staff gave us. Ryan Applin, the offensive coordinator, he said, look, it's so tough to play on the road, but your execution has to match your effort. And I feel like we've seen pretty solid execution from Georgia
And that's
Southern.
been the frustrating thing with the coaching staff, because they said the effort has been there all year long. The execution just hasn't matched that effort, and it's exactly what he said. I can tell you right now, early on, their execution is matching their effort.
They started their own 47. French heaving down the field. Just overshoots Marcus Sanders. He's targeted him often in this game.
Yeah, very similar to the touchdown. He got bumped at the end. I thought maybe a flag would come, but the official doesn't throw it. You see that? Kind of got there early.
It's Emory Floyd.
Yeah, Floyd, and Floyd was the one that got beat on the touchdown pass, but no call.
Pull to the tight end, Ronnie. Pull to the tight end.
Second and 10 for the Eagles.
Camden Brown in motion. Out quickly to Cobb. Turns and goes upfield. Falling forward past the 40 into App State territory.
That tunnel screen, once again, good blocking. You know, an App State defender had a chance early, gets blocked, and then up the field to pick up the first down.
Picks up 14 on the play.
And Cobb's one of those very versatile players from the slot.
They'll spread it out. French has got to go. Still gets the pass off to Cobb. Right as you called his name, that's a first down.
And J.C. French was going to run that ball, but because he's experienced, he had his head up. And before he crossed the line of scrimmage, he saw Cobb cross his face, dumps him the ball off, and he's able to turn it up and pick up a nice gain.
Back-to-back gains of 14 yards for this Georgia Southern offense. French wide open. O.J. Arnold threw it up high, couldn't bring it in.
Well, French had a defender in his face, some pressure, so as he released it, I think he had to release it a little higher because the defender was there, Rondo Porter, and it just sailed on him just a bit, and O.J. Arnold couldn't go up to make that catch.
Second and 10 from the 25 of App State. Arnold loses a yard on the play. Miles Farmer, a transfer from Syracuse.
And Farmer comes off the edge hard there. He's able to make that play from behind. It's a veteran player. It's a big-time tackle there for Farmer.
Here comes third down. Georgia Southern 1 for 3 on third down on the evening. We'll have to run a play before the quarter expires. He's got a guy leaping out. But that pass incomplete. Taylor Bradshaw was the guy he was looking for, and Bradshaw is still down in the end zone.
Looked like he hit the ground pretty hard there. Emory Floyd 6 came off his receiver to come over to Bradshaw that was running down that seam. He's able to get a little push, a little hit on him at the end as it goes incomplete.
Taylor Bradshaw out of Jacksonville, Florida. Has 10 catches on the season, and he's being looked at by the Georgia Southern medical staff right now.
Take a look at the end of this play here. Reaches out, dives for a great effort. And you just kind of see, kind of lands face first, head first, if you will, right into that turf. So medical staff was out there quick. Let's hope Taylor Bradshaw's okay.
He is sitting up right now,
which is a great sign.
It's Taylor Bradshaw of Georgia Southern. Now being helped up, and that is good to see.
Yeah, great sign.
Had his first career touchdown this season against James Madison. Coming off a season high in catches and yards in their last game against Arkansas State.
He's a young wide receiver looking to have a bright future. Georgia Southern. Let's hope he's okay, as the medical staff will tend to him now. But great sign that he's able to walk off the field.
So with fourth down here, Georgia Southern will attempt the field goal. This will be a 44, 45-yard attempt.
And they told us, Trip Bryant, his range, Clay Helton said they come to about 47 yards, so he's right at about the edge of his range.
This will be 45. His career long is 46 this season, too. Way right.
And he mishit that court. It's just, anyone that's ever golfed and hit a shot fat, that's exactly what he did with that kick. That was a fat kick and came up well short and well right.
So if you're App State, you've got to try to get some momentum here and change that. You got to stop. You didn't give up any points.
Exactly. Pretty good field position here, right? 26-yard line. They need at least one play, get a chunk play to get some momentum because they haven't had anything in this first quarter.
And Trig Lewis is back out there. Rashad Dubinion is the leading rusher in the Sun Belt, and he has been stopped tonight. Swan up top to a leaping target in Jaden Barnes. I mean, an athletic play to get the first down right at the end of the quarter.
And Barnes knew he was going to get hit. The concentration to make that catch. That's the chunk play App State needed. First and 10 for them when we start the second quarter.
Georgia Southern got a touchdown and a field goal. They lead App State 9-0, but the Mountaineers just got their best play of the game from Jaden Barnes, who the coaches told us calls himself a baller. He looked like it.
And if you call yourself a baller, you got to make catches in traffic like he just did. He knew he was going to get hit, goes up, makes the catch, and maybe that's the spark App State needs offensively.
Yeah, how would you describe App State in the first quarter?
Sluggish.
Big rivalry game. Courtney Laurini and Golia with you from Boone. They call it Hate Week. Trey Lewis is stopped, picked up a yard on the play. The ground game has struggled tonight, and this is against the worst rushing defense in the Sun Belt.
Georgia Southern gives up an average of 241 yards a game on the ground, okay? So that's been their bugaboo. They're playing, I know it's early, they're playing probably the best they have up front, that defensive line, controlling the line of scrimmage, and those linebackers scraping, making plays.
And they're facing Rashad Dominion, who's first in the Sun Belt in rushing yards. A.J. Swan pulls it, and the pass incomplete to Barnes.
And I said sluggish right there, just out of sync, right? That's a throw. You know, you gotta make that throw. I know a defender's coming off, probably gonna make that tackle. Jakari Brown, number 20, was right there, but it goes incomplete anyway. This is a throw that A.J. Swan has to put in rhythm to Jaden Barnes, at least give him a chance.
A.J. Swan tonight, 5 for 9, 54 yards. It's between him and A.J. Swan and J.J. Cole that have gone back and forth as a starting quarterback this season for App State. Swan's got a guy for the first down, right at midfield. And the pass caught by Sam Mbake.
Yeah, and a nice job by Mbake to come back to the ball, and even if he gets tackled there, he's got the first down, but he's able to turn and fight for more yardage.
Dominion in the ground game. Picks up a yard. Stopped by Aiden Jackson.
I mean, the other thing too, the safeties are running to the football tonight from Georgia Southern. They're coming down those alleys, and they're making plays. That's an excellent job by Aiden Jackson, number 5 for Georgia Southern.
Southern told us if they can hold App State to 3 yards or less on rushing plays, they would be happy with that. Dominion will get more than that here. He's still about a yard short of the first down, stopped by Brandon Tyson.
Good blocking up front there. And this is a App State offensive line, a couple guys out for the season. Jaden Ramsey, 63, left tackle kind of playing hurt. He was questionable, and so they're doing what they can, but they need to put something together here with this drive.
Trent Ramsey and Poindexter out for the season on the offensive line. Dominion 5 carries, 9 yards. He averages 5.5 yards per carry on the season. 3rd and 1. A.J. Swan pulls. It's going to be short. Now they've gone for it once on 4th down tonight, but did not convert.
Well, you're in that tweener land, I think. You're at the 40, 41. I think Dell Loggins is going to go for it. You got to be aggressive here. You got to get something going. It's a big play here.
Dow Loggins, the head coach, is the play caller, and he told us he is more aggressive, and it's more of a feel thing. He has the book, but
4th and short, though, here, Corey. You know my mindset. You got to move the line of scrimmage. Your offensive line has to get some movement no matter what you do. I would imagine the ball's going to go in the hands of Dominion. He's a big 210-pound back.
He is next to A.J. Swan.
And you got one-on-one on the outside.
Swan looking to pass. Almost picked off by Brandon Tyson. Georgia Southern, the 2nd stop of the night on 4th down.
And Brandon Tyson, the linebacker, is just sitting right there in the alley. The ball comes to him, he knocks it down. Georgia Southern holds again, leads at 9-0. Their ball on the other side.
Well, Clay Helton is in his 4th season as the head coach at Georgia Southern. And yes, the Helton name runs deep in college football. His dad, Kim, was an assistant in college in the NFL, the head coach at Houston. His brother, Tyson, is the head coach at Western Kentucky. And his son, Turner Helton, is actually the backup quarterback on this Georgia Southern team. And before that, he played for his uncle at Western Kentucky.
Turner's destined to be a coach, right? You have to be a coach.
Well, Ryan Applin, the offensive coordinator, told us that Turner Helton, I mean, his football IQ is off the charts. And it was funny, Coach Helton did tell us his dad has access to film.
Yeah.
He sends notes and grades every piece of practice tape and game film. So I'm sure he's got the notebook out right now. I like the start of this one for Georgia Southern. They have looked like a solid football team as Teo Todd gets the carry to the 45. Solid offensively, but defensively has been the big story.
I'm more impressed with them defensively early. They were definitely challenged, but offensively, nice job. Good pace. They've gone with a fast tempo. They're spreading it between run and pass. They're doing a nice job.
J.C. French will throw it. Now he's got to roll. French throws it away.
And that's where you just live for another down. Get outside the pocket. J.C. French knows. Don't take a hit. Just throw it out of bounds.
And, you know, for J.C. French, 3rd down coming up, but it's a guy that he's worked on his body in the offseason, dropped 8% body fat, lost 15 pounds. It's something the coaching staff asked him to do. He's attacked every aspect to get him ready for big moments and big games like this. Georgia Southern 1 for 4 on 3rd down. Over the middle. It's caught. 1st down, Georgia Southern, Dan Cobb.
And it was really not bad coverage at all, but Dalen Cobb is just tough to cover in the slot, especially if you have a safety or a linebacker on him. It was Kyle Arnholt. That's a mismatch.
French hit as he throws this one up to Cobb in all kinds of traffic. I think there were 4 App State players over there, led by Aiden Benton.
Yeah, should not
Aiden Benton had the coverage, pressure.
Should not have thrown that. J.C. French. Great job by Dalen Cobb, his receiver, to go up and become a defender to make sure no one catches that. But you see 3 black jerseys around it. Ill-advised pass. Lucky for J.C. French, it falls to the ground.
2nd and 10 for the Eagles.
2nd and 10, they're trying to get to the 34-yard line. Tackled for a loss by Kyle Arnholt.
Yeah, great read by Arnholt. Really good in the run game. That's a called quarterback draw. Arnholt sees it immediately, shoots through there and makes that tackle.
Georgia Southern faced with another 3rd down. 2 for 5 on the night now. French connecting with Marcus Sanders. The 1st down and a lot more inside the 20 to the 16.
And that's got to drive defensive coordinator DJ Smith crazy. You only rushed 3, you dropped 8. But Sanders is able to find the soft spot in the zone, and J.C. French puts it on him.
Arnold on the carry. Spinning forward to inside the 11.
Number 22, O.J.
Stopped by DJ Burks.
Snap was a little high and right by Chandler Strong in the center, something to watch. French is doing a nice job corralling those snaps, but that'll mess the timing up.
We've seen Chandler Strong and Chance Carroll rotate in at center tonight.
And their super experience is Georgia Southern up front, especially with the inside, the 2 guards in the center.
Men at the 10.
And that was a good pull by J.C. French, because 41, Caleb Sandstrom, for App State came downhill, so the pull was right, but you just see the recognition by the other defender, Arnhold in particular, to read that play and run J.C. French out of bounds.
Third time on this drive that they'll have third down coming up. Pulls it from Gibbs. Throws it out to Cobb. Got the first down.
And that's a true RPO run pass option there. Pulls it. Looks like he's going to keep it and then flings it out to Dalen Cobb. And now first and goal for Georgia Southern.
And they mark him at the 3-yard line.
Love the play call there by Ryan Applin. I love the execution by J.C. French.
Looking for end zone, finds it, touchdown Georgia Southern.
That's just a quarterback off tackle. When we show the scan, I want you to look at the patience of J.C. French, and he lets Amon Green, number 7, his tight end, acting like a fullback, get out in front, put the hand on him. Nice job. You got your other tight end, J.P. McKell, out there. So 2 tight ends out front. Good patience, leading him in, and boy, Georgia Southern looks really good early.
5th rushing touchdown in the last 4 games for J.C. French. Trip Bryant on for the PAT. It's up and good. Georgia Southern had to convert on third down 3 times on that drive, and they cap it with a touchdown run by French. Well, Thursday night in Boone, North Carolina, App State hosting its rival, Georgia Southern. And App State's got to find some energy. They got to find some life because they're down 16-0. And a big part of that has been this Georgia Southern defense, which really is the worst defense when it comes to yards per game in the Sun Belt.
Well, and I'm sure not only head coach Clay Helton, but defensive coordinator Brandon Bailey got after this defense, especially in the run defense, because they've been just atrocious. There's no other way to look at it, because they look like a different team in stopping the run tonight.
We got to see what answers App State has and what adjustments to make. Georgia Southern just scored a touchdown 3 yards out with their quarterback, J.C. French. Out comes Alexander. Got something cooking, tripped up around the 30. In comes a flag. There's a second flag.
Some good arms from this Sun Belt crew.
Yeah, wow.
Some long throws, and when the flags land pretty close to each other, they'll confer, but you know they both saw the same thing. It's a back judge Clyde Allen, referee Jeremy Parker.
Return, holding, return team number 21. 10-yard penalty, be first down.
This Georgia Southern defense, wow.
And led by the 2 middle linebackers, Brandon Tyson, number 1. Brendan Harrington wearing number 0 tonight, flying to the football. And then the defensive line, they've done a nice job. A lot of line stunts, controlling the line of scrimmage, and App State really hasn't had an answer for it thus far.
App State averages 414 yards a game. They have 74 yards right now.
And talking about stopping the run, 8 of the 9 runs tonight by App State, Georgia Southern has held them to 3 yards or less a carry. They're doing some work tonight defensively.
App State 2 3-and-outs, 2 turnovers on downs tonight. Rashad DeBinion. 5-yard gain stopped by Justin Myers.
I was gonna say, that's like a pretty good gain right there.
I feel like that's his best gain of the night.
For App State, but again, 4 or 5 yards on first down, you've won. We talked to Brandon Bailey and Clay Helton. Defensively on first down, 3 yards or less, they feel like you've won the down. So if your offense, 4 yards or more, you feel like you've won first down. So that's kind of a thing to watch at the start of possessions.
And for the run game for App State tonight, it's been DeBinion and Trig Lewis. Those are the 2 main ones. They lost Kanye Roberts in fall camp. Oh, a little stop and go. That's a first down.
Yeah, and you see the movement. And this was the last play. Little kick in the helmet here. Could have got flagged for a penalty, but it doesn't. But you see the stop and go by DeBinion. He's a bigger backcourt, 205, 208 pounds, and he's got good vision, good quickness.
He started out his career at Arkansas. Dow Loggins actually helped recruit him to Arkansas when Loggins was an assistant there. Swan will hit him out of the backfield. Picks up 4.
And we talked about in the open his hands out of the backfield, but again, 4 or 5 yards on first down. It's what you need. They look like the last couple plays, much better rhythm for App State. Important drive here to get points before half, get some momentum going into halftime.
Trig Lewis takes the spot of DeBinion. Here's Trig. The middle of that pile is not giving way to much. Picks up 2, Holden Trice on the tackle.
And just watching, and I know I sound like a broken record, the Georgia Southern defensive line, they're beating App State at the point of attack. They're getting underneath blocks, they're getting to their run gaps, and they're doing a nice job, and then they're filling on top with the linebackers and the safeties and run support.
Dropped by David Larkins. One of the tight ends for App State. Remember, they lost Isaiah Cummings, their main tight end and playmaker. They would move him all over the field. He's out for the year, lost him in their last game.
And that was a good job by Holden Trice. 21 for Georgia Southern, good coverage, able to knock that ball around.
Number 37, Ian Ratliff. So
Ian Ratliff on to punt, and Peyton Plott is out.
So just when you thought App State getting a little momentum, that Georgia Southern defense comes up again.
Fair catch called for. Hey, rivalries can bring out the best in you. They don't call it hate week for nothing. Georgia Southern back on offense. They're up 16. Well, not only does Georgia Southern, of course, want to beat its rival, but this game is important because they need to win 3 of their last 4 games to become bowl eligible, and they have never made a bowl game 4 seasons in a row.
Yeah.
They could do that.
Feel if you get this one tonight, you see what you got left. Coastal, Old Dominion, and Marshall, you feel like, okay, we can get there. So this is a big one for a lot of reasons.
And so much of this game left to be played.
Yeah,
but
long way to go.
This looks like a different Georgia Southern team than we've seen the last few weeks.
Tremendous start to this point for Georgia Southern.
J.C. French at quarterback. Pocket collapsing all over him. Dylan Manuel ate him up.
Yeah, French wanted to release that ball to the outside. He had one-on-one with his receiver. Decides to just eat it, bring it down, and Manuel just right there. Big 300-pounder.
He was a second-team freshman All-American in FCS, playing for Charleston Southern last season. O.J. Arnold. And evades 1 tackle. Takes it to the 32. Pickups of 8.
Yeah, it looked like it was going to get stopped, but he took it out. The other side, good blocking, good push, and get it back to a manageable 3rd down or 3rd, called 6.
On Georgia Southern's last drive, which ended in a touchdown, they converted 3 times on 3rd down. Clock ticking down. They got to call timeout.
Timeout. Georgia Southern. Second charge timeout of the half. 30 seconds in length.
Well, we haven't called Camden Brown's name out in a while, so we'll see if they can try to get him the ball coming back on this third down.
Well, coming up this Saturday on ABC, it's our triple header. That BYU Texas Tech game, that's where game day is going to be, followed by Texas A&M Missouri, LSU, Alabama, and of course you can see all of them on the all-new ESPN.
Well, Texas A&M Missouri game should be a good one. We had Missouri earlier this year, so good team there, but always great matchups on ABC. You can never go wrong.
Yeah, the slate has been really fun. You just sit there all day and watch.
And since the last few weeks we've worked Thursdays and Fridays, always nice to get home and sit on the couch and be a fan. I mean, I don't have a toddler running around, so I can definitely sit on the couch. I just got dogs.
A lot of them. Third down on the way for Georgia Southern. Cobb in motion. And that pass is caught. That's a first down. Wow, bobbling it in the air, but then Dalen Cobb pulls it in.
And what I love about Dalen Cobb is we got a player down for App State is he runs that crossing route right at the yard to gain for the first down. So as he makes the catch, he bobbles it, but he definitely pulls it in. As he goes to the ground, he's got the first down. Excellent route by Dalen Cobb.
Aiden Benton of App State is down right now on the field at about the 25-yard line. We've already called his name several times tonight. He was such a pleasant surprise in fall camp for this App State defense.
And his reps have increased a lot this season. He's been a pleasant surprise. Great kid, they told us, playing hard. One of those young players that's going to develop and be even better.
Out of Hampton, Georgia, started his career at Georgia Military College.
That's why you know he's a great kid, right? Disciplined, hard worker, everything you want.
And he is up with minimal help. That's good to see.
You know, going back to that catch by Dalen Cobb, how many times you see a receiver kind of on a crossing route make a catch like that and you're like, oh, he's a yard short of the first down?
I was just thinking that, yeah.
But yet he was right where he needed to be, so even though he bobbled it, made the catch, when he hit the ground, he had the first down. I love to see that. That's just situational awareness of where you are in the field. You'd expect that from a senior wide receiver like Dalen Cobb.
He's tied his career high with 7 catches tonight. He had 7 catches against Georgia State earlier in the season, but we're just in the first half here.
And I think he's, you know, the recipient of a lot of attention goes to Camden Brown because he's had such a nice season, and it's good to have a couple other wide receivers step up, and Cobb has done that.
Well, Camden Brown only has 1 catch tonight. French all day to let this one go up to Sanders. It's incomplete.
And it's just, to me, someone ran the wrong route because he had 2 Georgia Southern receivers both running corner routes in the exact same spot of the field, and that's usually a recipe for disaster because you're bringing another defender over there, and that one goes incomplete.
Camden Brown's second catch, and it's for a first down.
Yeah, I heard you say, hey, he only had 1 catch. He's like, I'm going to catch another one right now, Courtney. And he does.
Watch me. Marked right at the 50. This offensive line, who I think this is their 7th game in a row, starting this lineup, I mean, they've given J.C. French time.
Tremendous. Wimbley, Strong, and Cook in the middle, all veterans. Caleb Cook, captain.
Two in a row for Camden Brown, both going for first downs.
And it's so hard to defend that as the defensive back, Ethan Johnson. Back shoulder, you're running with a big, strong wide receiver with speed, and he just stops his route. The throw's perfect, back shoulder. Brown just stops, makes the catch, and the DB, Ethan Johnson, just keeps running.
That's a 19-yard pickup. Clean pocket for French. Over the top to Arnold. Turning upfield, spins down short of the 20. That should take us to the 2-minute timeout. Stopped by Jalen Willis. Well, Georgia Southern looks like a well-oiled machine, up 16-0 and looking to add to it in the final 2 minutes before the half.
Welcome back to Boone. It's been all Georgia Southern in this first half, and Camden Brown only had one catch early. The big receivers had two in this possession, starting to heat up. And I'll tell you what, Georgia Southern looks really good this first half.
Camden Brown has been their playmaker. He's already set a school record with 9 touchdown catches this season, and they've only played 8 games.
That's pretty good.
Yeah, J.C. French and all of his targets had looked in sync tonight. On the first drive, French went 3 for 3. Now on the edge of the red zone, trying to add to their lead before halftime. O.J. Arnold gets the first down. Inside the 20 he goes, stopped by Aiden Benton, who is back on the field after being shaken up a few plays ago.
Yeah, good quickness there.
And for J.C. French, he averages 210 yards per game. He already has 236 in this half.
Yeah, and a nice first down run there. So again, good mixture of run and pass by this game called by Ryan Applin, the offensive coordinator.
French has had time, and it pays off inside the 10. Diving forward is the tight end, Amon Green, stopped by Dylan Haas.
I just love that play. A little play action, you kind of waggle to the left. You send out multiple receivers on crossing routes. App State picked everybody up except the tight end as he slides out late. Good throw, good catch, and first and goal for Georgia Southern.
I like your use of waggle. 10th play of the drive for Georgia Southern. Pass batted down by Dylan Haas. No waggle there.
No, and Haas almost made the play of the game right there for App State as he times this perfectly, almost intercepts it. But it gets knocked to the ground. Nice defensive play nonetheless.
So now 2nd and goal at the 7. Camden Brown is at the top of your screen lined up. Pitch it up to Cobb. Lost a yard on the play. Elijah McCantos on the pursuit.
I mean, look at the speed by McCantos, 13 for App State as he runs inside out. It's a big safety place, what they call the star position as he gets there, and as you said, tackle for a loss.
Georgia Southern has converted on its last 4 third down attempts. Here's a 3rd and goal from the 9. They gotta go. Arnold picks up 1. Stopped by Jalen Willis.
Yeah, and App State will use a timeout here. Save time for their offense. I think we're having an issue with the ref. Mike, what's that? Let's see if he turns it on. I can tell you what he's saying. App State took a timeout. That's what you need to know. Now, as much as Georgia Southern wanted a touchdown there, obviously, the field goal, though, at least still puts them up by 3 scores, right? So it's an important 3 points, but a good stop for App State as well defensively. And I'm assuming they're going to come out and kick the field goal here. It's 4th and goal from the 8, so I think that's a pretty certain thing.
Important to note, too, App State will get the ball to start the 2nd half. And just have not looked fluid or comfortable at all tonight.
No rhythm whatsoever. Just, you know, only really one chunk play that I remember. Just out of syncs, but that, you know, that's what halftime's for, adjustments and regrouping.
26-yard field goal attempt for Trip Bryant.
And because his microphone's not working, the referee's trying to signal to the play clock operator to put it 1-1-7, and he did, he got it. Hand signals there.
Bryant has hit from 21 tonight, here's from 26. Right down the middle, and Georgia Southern gets more points before the half, 19-0 over their rival.
Yeah, and again, puts you up by 3 scores, which is huge. But you got 1:14 left if you're App State. You got a timeout. Clock stops after first downs. Now, their offense hasn't showed us anything in this first half that tells us they're going to go down and get a score here in 1:14. But sometimes when you're in that hurry-up mode, right, and you go fast, you're not thinking, you're just going, and all of a sudden something clicks for the offense and you get into the rhythm. So curious to see if they can get into any type of rhythm here with 1:14 left in this first half.
How do you establish that? Who do you go to?
You got to find one of your big-time players. Now, you know, Dominion running the ball, they've really quieted him down as well. Dozier, the receiver we talked about early, but haven't talked since. He's a deep threat. He's a big receiver, 6'4", 205. I'd like to maybe see if they can get some passes to him because he can make some plays as well. And we talked about it earlier, losing Isaiah Cummings, your tight end, who was just a matchup nightmare, that was a tight end but kind of ran like a receiver. He was big, he was strong. I think that's really hurt this offense tonight.
App State will let this one go into the end zone. Can they show some life before the half? They will get the ball to start the third quarter. It was A.J. Swan getting the start tonight over J.J. Cole. They've gone back and forth between those two this season.
Coach Logan said, really, both of them at times have lacked a lot of consistency, and that's been the biggest issue at the quarterback position.
Starting at their own 25. Minute 14 and one timeout to work with if you're App State. Swan lets it go to the near side of Dubinion. Not at the 35-yard line.
And that's where Rashad Dubinion, you got to get out of bounds. An extra yard or two doesn't help you there. Get out of bounds and stop the clock.
Needs a yard to move the sticks. This is official timeout?
Yeah, with no microphone, and you see the referee, Jeremy Parker, is getting on the headset. I don't know if replay saw something and they wanted to stop it to take a look.
Maybe the spot of where this ball was?
Yeah, and that's exactly what's going on. Replay stopped it to see if he fought forward and got the first down before he was knocked backwards.
Again, the ref mic is not working right now, so he's not able to tell us or to tell the people inside the stadium.
But we figured it out.
Context clues?
Yeah. Delbert Bell, the replay official.
They marked him a yard short of the first down.
He fights up there. Yeah, see, it looks like the ball got to the 35-yard line. The nose of that ball needed to touch the 35. Now, it looked like it got there from there. You don't have a down-the-line shot. He's got to get to the 35. Ball's in his right hand. His body got there, but did the ball get there, which was in his right hand? Remember, it's where the ball is. And I don't see a definitive shot there.
Do you see anything clear and obvious?
Clear and obvious. I do not. I think he got there, but I don't see anything clear and obvious that says he got there, and can't go by what I think. But we'll see. We know I've been wrong a lot.
It'd be interesting if we did go by what you thought.
That would be fun, actually. Be a great broadcast. Clay Elton's upset because clock was running. He wasn't out of bounds.
Right.
They only have one timeout. Now you stop it. They can regroup. I mean, I think the nose of the football, again,
I agree, yeah.
I think it got to the 35. I can't definitively tell you it's clear and obvious without a camera right down that 35-yard line. But I'm not replay, so we'll see what they do. I wouldn't be shocked one way or the other. But I do think the nose of the football got to 35 before he got knocked back. I mean, he certainly wasn't a yard short as they marked him at the 34.
Right.
Video review. The runner made the line to gain. It will be first down. Please set the game clock to 1:08. 1:08, please. Thank you.
Clay
Game
Helton's,
clock will start on my signal.
Clay Helton's really going to go nuts now because they get a first down and 16 seconds gets put on the clock. But I do think he got there.
So they're at the 35. App State with one timeout. Same for Georgia Southern. Dumps it off to Dubinion. Past the 40, but still in bounds. So the clock continues to move. Picks up 8. Stopped by Tracy Hill.
Yeah, I get it. You want to fight for extra yards. That's not the time. Get out of bounds. The time is precious for you.
Swan throwing again. Near side to David Larkins. Now that's a first down. They'll stop it enough to move the chains. They're at the 50.
A really good catch by Larkins as he goes down and makes that grab.
Swan tucking and running. Oh, ball came out for a second. I think Swan was able to pull it back in. And now App State's got to use its timeout.
Yeah, they have to because they have not utilized out of bounds like they should have. We'll take a look at it. The ball clearly came out, but Swan jumped right back on it. But that's 3 plays in a row, Courtney, where they couldn't get out of bounds. So if you're Georgia Southern, you love that. Come up, make those tackles in bounds. I mean, but Rashad Dubinion clearly had a chance to get out of bounds. You know, David Larkins, the tight end, had to go down and make that catch, but they used a lot of time there, and more importantly, they burned their last time out.
So the ball right now is at the 46-yard line. If they were looking for a field goal at the end of the half, they told us that Dominic DeFreitas, the goal is to make it to the 32-yard line.
Yeah, 50-yarder, but I think you can, you know, we didn't mention, there's like no wind tonight, which is crazy because it's usually cold and windy, and the flags are dead still.
And I will tell you, during the warm-ups, we saw him hit the 56.
Yeah, so if they can get to the 37-yard line, I would say. So another, what's that, 8-9 yards? I think they'll give them a shot, but they're thinking, let's take a shot here. Let's see what we can do. Remember, the clock will stop after a first down, but just until the chains are set.
Yeah, so 23 seconds, or 28 seconds, I think they're putting back on the clock, yes. App State, no timeouts. They will get the ball to start the third quarter. Swan will take a shot, and he's got time to do it. Slings it out inside the 40-yard line to Davion Dozier.
But because Georgia Southern's only rushing 3 and dropping 8, really good coverage, making App State take time. He had to check it down underneath.
Larkins marked at the 32. That was, again, their yard line goal for field goal kicker Dominic DeFreitas.
Yeah, they're definitely in DeFreitas' range now.
Swan still looking. Lets it fly to Salmon Bake, incomplete. Justin Myers broke it up.
That was a great read by Swan, but man, what a play by Justin Myers, because that was going to be a big chunk play. First down, they can go up and spike it, but Myers from his safety position comes across, perfect head up, doesn't have the head down, good contact, times it perfectly, and the ball goes incomplete.
So it becomes 3rd and 4. App State has only converted 1 time on 3rd down. They're 1 for 6 tonight. Swan finds his guy on the near sideline. That's a first down. Inside the 20, they mark him at the 18.
And you got to kick it now with 4 seconds left, but a nice throw by Swan. Really nice catch by Stroman as he tippy-toes on that sideline. Now it's a much more makeable and manageable field goal for DeFreitas.
36-yard field goal attempt for DeFreitas, whose career long is 39, and App State searching for its first points. Georgia Southern's going to use its final timeout.
Can't take him with you, so you might as well use it. And I know this is only a field goal, but you know, App State hasn't done anything offensively, so if they can get this field goal, at least it gives them some positive momentum going into the locker room and trying to regroup. So this is a big kick here.
And then they get to have the ball coming
Correct.
out
So
to start the third quarter.
the 2-for-1 we always talk about, take advantage of that.
DeFreitas 11 for 14 when it comes to field goals this season. The 26-yard attempt. The Mountaineers get their first points. 36-yard attempt. And they do. App State is on the board.
Just important psychologically.
Halftime here in Boone, Georgia Southern up 19-3 at the half on this Thursday. Coming up at the half, Kevin Connors, Sam Acho, and EJ Manuel in the studio. That's coming up now as Georgia Southern up 19-3. You come to Boone on a Thursday night, you're going to get a drone show at halftime. All right, App State, we see you. They're trailing, though, at the half. Rivalry game, they call it Hate Week. Georgia Southern is up 19-3 as we get set for the third quarter. Courtney Lau and Rini Angolia with you. And Rini, this Georgia Southern team, I feel like they turned a page in this first half.
I mean, defensively, they were outstanding. App State couldn't get anything going sluggish, but it's because of how well Georgia Southern played on defense.
Yeah, full total team here for Georgia Southern, and J.C. French, their quarterback. I mean, he started the first drive of the game 3 for 3 with a touchdown.
And that's the third play of the game as he hits Marcus Sanders, a beautiful pass, and then he spread it around here. He was going to run it. Sees his receiver, Dalen Cobb, dumps it off to him. He's really managed the game really well. He's run a few times and hit his receivers. That's Marcus Sanders once again. He's gone to the big receiver, Camden Brown, as well. And now a little off tackle with the quarterback. Great patience.
Well, J.C. French has accounted for 13 total touchdowns over the last 4 games. And you put the offensive performance with the defensive performance tonight for Georgia Southern.
Fourth down stop, the thing that has impressed me most about Georgia Southern defensively in that first half. This is a team that has been giving up 241 yards a game rushing. Held App State to 25 yards in that first half. Tremendous.
And App State boasts the leading rusher in the conference in Rashad Dubinion, and he was held to just 21 yards in the first half. Now, App State will get the ball to start the second half. They just got a 36-yard field goal for their first points of the game before halftime. So now can they do the old 2-for-1? Try to get some momentum back. App State 2 wins away from bowl eligibility. Georgia Southern needs to win 3 of its last 4 to go to a bowl game. And here's Alexander. Just past the 25-yard line, and that's where App State will set up. And an App State team that looked a little sluggish, looked a little out of sorts in the first half.
And we were curious to see if maybe if they go to J.J. Cole, a little quarterback switch for a spark.
But it's going to be A.J. Swan coming out. They've gone back and forth between A.J. Swan and J.J. Cole. Part of that was because A.J. Swan missed 3 games with an injury. Returned late in their last game against Old Dominion. That was a loss for App State. The pass incomplete. Brendan Harrington breaking it up.
I mean, Brendan Harrington times it, he jumps, but the ball actually hits him in the gut. It's lower, he almost intercepts it, gets knocked to the ground, and
Brendan Harrington, the former App State Mountaineer, played 6 seasons here in Boone and now playing for their rival, Georgia Southern. Up top to Salmon Bakke, that pass incomplete.
And that's what we've talked about, the out of rhythm, out of sync, the sluggishness. And Bakke's there. I mean, he's wide open. It's a good route, and it just kind of gets short-armed, and they can't come up with a play.
This now brings up 3rd down, and on the night, App State 2 for 7 on 3rd down. When it's been 3rd and long, 7 or more yards, they're just 1 for 3. Dominion now in the backfield with Swan. Swan's going to throw. Jaden Barnes had to turn around to get this ball, but only picks up 3 yards on the play, well short of what they needed. Stopped by Harrington.
Yeah, spun away from Harrington initially, but Harrington had enough contact to make that tackle as he goes down, and another excellent start by this defense at Georgia Southern here in the second half.
What looks different about Georgia Southern's defense compared to what you saw on film?
So that, remember, coaches always told us, and this goes for defense too, they've been playing with great effort all year. They just haven't been executing. Well, they're executing on defense in terms of getting where they need to be and making tackles. And then defensive line, they're really winning the line of scrimmage, which is helping the linebackers out.
Peyton Platt fields this on the run and keeps going. Hit hard around the 25-yard line. Picks up maybe 3 more after that. Well, tomorrow night we've got an early season blue blood showdown in men's college basketball. Number 19 Kansas taking on number 25 North Carolina. Chapel Hill coverage begins at 7 Eastern. on ESPN. KU's got one of the top freshmen, Darren Peterson, who just threw down 21 points in his debut. This is a great freshman class across the board in college basketball this year.
These young players that go to these programs, especially these blue blood programs, they're so good at such a young age.
It's hard to believe we're talking basketball
I know.
already. J.C. French looked cool, calm, and collected in the first half. Back to work here in the second half, looking for Camden Brown, and that pass incomplete. Camden Brown has been their top target. Limited touches, though, in the first half.
Yeah, and that's one he wants back. He knows he's got to make that catch. Got to stay ahead of the chains on first down. That would have been a nice 6, 7, 8-yard pickup.
What has made Brown a big weapon for them?
Well, I just think his speed and size, there's a lot of cushion that the DBs give him. And if they don't, he can go by him.
French's pass batted away. Colton Ferris. A guy that used to be a safety and now is a linebacker.
And we didn't really mention Colton Ferris's name in the first half, so defensively, we got to call out number 10 a lot more. He's athletic, he's the green dot. Coaches talk to him, he's having a great season, will come off the edge. That time comes off the edge and gets that big deflection.
They call him a Swiss Army knife. Such good attention to detail. It allows him to be so versatile for the App State defense. Third down, where Georgia Southern is 5 for 9. French under pressure, moving past the 30, past the 40. He's got the first down and more.
And we talked about it earlier. J.C. French of last season probably throws this ball, forces it in somewhere. Instead, he gets out of the pocket, sees green turf in front of him, and he's athletic enough to tuck that ball away and go pick up a big first down on 3rd and long.
Yeah, picks up 13. And J.C. French, after last season, he went back and watched the entire 2024 season 2 times to go over everything and pick it apart. That's paying off. Camden Brown stepped out of the tackle, got himself past the 45-yard line. Still needs 5 more to move the sticks. And Aiden Benton is down for App State. Second time that he's been banged up on a play tonight. We'll step aside as they're taking a look at App State's Aiden Benton. Let's take a look at the college football playoff rankings brought to you by Allstate. And game day is going to be rocking from Lubbock.
And I'm looking forward to that game. Should be great. Early, I think it's 11 a.m. kickoff, local. Fans were camping out since Sunday, right? Because game day is going to be there. It should be an electric environment. Of course, Bear Bachmeier, the quarterback for BYU, when you're number 47, I love that. Like that odd stuff. It's kind of like a fullback, but throws the ball, you know, wearing that 47. So, yeah, it should be a great showdown there.
Do you think the Big 12 has a team that can win a national championship?
I'm not going to go that far.
Yeah.
But we'll see.
Just saying.
Yeah.
Just asking.
No, it's a good question.
Sanders with the catch here across midfield. It's a first down for Georgia Southern, who got a stop coming out of the locker room at halftime, and now just right back to work. Exactly what we saw in the first half.
And we talked about, you know, what's App State's issue, no rhythm. And you see in chunks, Georgia Southern has gotten into rhythm, spreading the ball sideline to sideline, spreading it around to different receivers.
Arnold got a hole. Extra effort got him the 40.
And O.J. Arnold, kind of a home run hitter, gets into open field. He can take a distance, but he's got good quickness between the hole, which I like. A little jump cut there and gets forward. Nice pickup on first down.
Flag out. I think it might have been the center.
Snap infraction. Offense, number 57. 5-yard penalty. Replay second down.
Yeah, that's Chandler
And we've
Strong.
had a couple of those today, and it's always funny when the center forgets the snap count. Like the most important person, you got to remember it. And you saw him kind of rock back his body, and he's like, oh, shoot, I'm not supposed to snap. It's all right.
And it's an offensive line that has played so well
They have.
tonight.
They've played great. Again, a really experienced bunch.
Brown's got the catch, and he keeps going inside the 20. Brought down inside the 10 by Zaire Gamble. If not, he was going.
Yeah, he makes up for that drop he had earlier. Good throw by J.C. French. Puts it on rhythm, and he makes the first guy miss. Does Camden Brown. It was DJ Burks, 21, that came up there, make him miss, and then the yak yards after a catch. And he was eyeing the end zone for that 10th touchdown of the season. Couldn't quite get there.
It's a 38-yard pickup, and now they bring in their Wildcat quarterback, if you will, Weston Bryant, who normally runs when he's in, but he has thrown a touchdown pass this season. Bryant looking to throw flags almost everywhere on the field. A pass incomplete to Bryce Baker. May be a hold on Caleb Cook.
They got 3 flags down, and the big quarterback that's 250 pounds was going to throw it.
Holding. Offense, number 78. 10 yards previous spot. Replay the down.
That is on the right guard, Caleb Cook, who's one of the captains for this Georgia Southern team.
Big number 78. Said it earlier, was voted captain, as you just said, which is always an honor when you're an offensive lineman to get that.
Well, and especially when it's, usually you think the center, but how about a guard?
Correct, because the center's normally a leader just because they have to do everything with calling out the blocking scheme. So yeah, to get a right guard to get it, pretty impressive.
J.C. French back in at quarterback, ball on the 17-yard line now. Sanders already having a career day. Another catch inside the 10. Emory Floyd was wrapping him up. He's gone over 100 yards for the first time.
Yeah, it's kind of like since we're in basketball season, is Sanders just turns, kind of boxes out the defender, Emory Floyd. French puts it on him. Get the reception.
Can't have that much contact in basketball. That's definitely a foul.
It depends what conference.
Might be a flagrant.
Depends what conference you're in. Sometimes they let you play.
Receiving yards and a touchdown. His touchdown came on the first drive of the game, on the longest pass play of the season, 47 yards. There's Gibbs to the 5, picks up 3. Stopped by Elijah McCantos.
Gibbs tried to get behind his big left guard, Pishon Wimbley, another veteran. A nice job by App State to get up there to make that tackle. 3rd and goal.
And Georgia Southern has been so solid on 3rd down. They're converting tonight 60% of the time, 6 for 10. French rolling. The last second looking for Gibbs and incomplete. Ethan Johnson in coverage, a legacy Mountaineer. Dad and his brother played at App State. So field goal time for Georgia Southern.
Yeah, and he's tried to get it to Gibbs right at that front pylon. That's one. Just put it low and away there so Gibbs can go down and make the catch. It's a little high, but see if this App State defense can hold again. Just a 3 for Georgia Southern.
23-yard field goal attempt for Trip Bryant. He's hit from 21 and 26 tonight. Bryant's kick is up and good. So Georgia Southern gets a stop, and then they go on a nice long drive, get 3 more points.
Introducing SportsCenter for you, personalized every single day. Now available on the ESPN app. Powered by your favorites.
And we're back. You know, we highlighted Camden Brown, but Marcus Sanders has been the one that's really stepped up this game for Georgia Southern. He's been excellent stretching the field, catching the ball in traffic, having a tremendous game as a senior wide receiver.
Man, a career high in receiving yards for him, and you could tell early on that was part of the game plan, as they were going to get him the football more.
And Camden Brown's had a good game.
Oh, yeah.
Marcus Sanders has just had a great game to this point.
This season, he's already had a career high in receiving yards and touchdowns. He's had a touchdown now in 3 of the last 4 games. It's become a big weapon for them late. Well, App State is going to start at the 22-yard line. And Georgia Southern has built up this 22-3 lead and a little streak that we're keeping an eye on. 84 straight wins when leading by 17 or more points.
It's not bad. It's pretty good.
It's interesting, too, because you look at this rivalry, Reedy, and Clay Helton told us it's so difficult to win on the road. They've only won 5 times here.
Yeah, the home team has had a decisive advantage in this rivalry.
A.J. Swan and the offense for App State back out on the field. Dubinion steps across the 30-yard line, steps out inside the 35.
Easily the best run of the night for App State. We're almost halfway through the third quarter.
Yeah, whatever they did on that play, keep it going. Yeah. Bottle it up. Put Barnes in motion. Swan over the top to one of his tight ends. Picks up a couple of yards on the play. David Larkins with the grab.
And that was a tight end screen. You could see the offensive lineman release downfield, but a good job by Georgia Southern to sniff it out.
Dubinion.
A.J. Swan, pass complete to number
Forced out of the 47 by Justin Myers. This is the most urgency and energy we've seen in App State's offense.
And Rashad Dubinion looks like he's playing with a little sense of urgency as well, catching the ball in the backfield, running. Be good to get him going.
Well, they rotate him out, and now Trick Lewis is in the backfield with Swan. Lewis has room, spins across the 50-yard line. Tackled by Aiden Jackson.
And one of those safeties again for Georgia Southern coming up in run support. They've been aggressive tonight.
First down for App State. Jaden Barnes with the grab just past the sticks.
And this is, to this point, been the best drive for App State tonight, within rhythm, getting first downs, and they've upped the tempo, and I think that's helped them.
Swan will quickly get it out. Incomplete, hit the ground.
And we've seen A.J. Swan do that a couple times. That's just a short arm, and you just can't do that. He's got his receiver, Mbake, wide open there. You gotta put it on him.
Packet collapsing on Swan.
And that's just a great description, because that's exactly what had happened. It just collapsed on him as Stroud, MJ Stroud gets their 18. It just collapses, nowhere for Swan to go, and they get the sack.
Holden Trice brought some pressure on this play too, but MJ Stroud is able to get there. And now it becomes 3rd and long. Jaden Barnes had to lay out for it. Gonna be short of the first down though.
But because he made that catch and picked up that yardage, they're gonna go for it here now on 4th down.
So far tonight on 4th down, they're 0 for 2.
Tremendous catch by Barnes.
Jaden Barnes with 7 catches on the night. Swan on 4th down, looking for help, finds somebody open inside the 10. It's Jaden Barnes. 32-yard pickup. think there's a flag on the far sideline.
Yeah, there is at the 28-yard line. We'll see what this call is.
Result of the play is a first down. Sideline warning, Georgia Southern.
Great job by Barnes to get loose. Tracy Hill, the corner, number 12. What they call that dirty eyes, right? It's 4th and short. Swan rolls out. It looks like he's going to run it to pick up the first down. They come out of their coverage. Swan's able to hit Barnes over the top, and it's 1st and goal, App State.
Rashad DeBinion trying to stick the ball out briefly, but Brendan Harrington, you could hear the pop when he met DeBinion.
I mean, that's good on good, right? Harrington meeting DeBinion in the hole. You got to be careful sticking that ball out, because if you don't break the plane and it gets knocked out, you're going to fumble it.
We just showed the replay. I think App State fans are going to, obviously replay looks at every play. Swan in trouble back of the end zone. There is a flag. This is caught by Larkins for a touchdown. We'll see what the penalty is. It popped up in the air and he still grabbed it.
The result of the play is a touchdown. Holding defense, number 23. That penalty is declined. We'll have a PAT.
App State's got its first touchdown of the night.
Yeah, and actually they're going to have a 2-point conversion. They're not going to kick a PAT here, but tremendous concentration by David Larkins. Tips it up to himself. Good throw over the defender, which was Brendan Harrington once again. And the concentration by Larkins in the back of the end zone to make that catch.
Swan tripped. Coming out from under center, he just got tripped up and had no chance. App State has its first touchdown. A.J. Swan 6 for 7 for 68 yards in that touchdown on the drive. Well, in attendance tonight here in Boone is a super fan. That's TikTok star GFed, excuse me. He's attempting 100 games in 100 days. Last night he was at the Toledo game, and now here he is in Boone, North Carolina tonight. About a 390-mile trip from Toledo last night. It's a lot of football in 100 days.
And a lot of energy, too.
Yeah.
I can't do anything
There he is,
100 days in a row.
enjoying Boone.
Probably live on TikTok, I would imagine. Yeah. You know, my kids send me TikToks all the time, but I don't have TikTok, so I can't open it.
Yeah,
I'm
thank
like,
goodness.
Stop sending me
Thank
this,
goodness
please.
you don't have it. Difference for App State on that last drive. They just got their first touchdown.
I think the up-tempo, they went faster than they've done before, and the rhythm in terms of getting first downs, spreading the ball around that. But I just think the tempo and speed that they went offensively helped them out tremendously and paid off with a touchdown.
They went for 2 and did not get it because one of the guards stepped on A.J. Swan's foot and tripped him up on the play. He was under center. So now 22-9 is your score. Georgia Southern and J.C. French are back on offense. His third career 300-yard passing game tonight, and he will add to it his favorite target on the evening, Marcus Sanders, first down, Georgia Southern.
Yeah, you didn't. Once that ball got released and I saw the inside release of the receiver, I knew it was Marcus Sanders. He's having a tremendous night.
His first career 100-yard game. Well over that, and here come the flags.
False start. Offense, number 5. 5-yard penalty. Replay first down.
And that's Marcus Sanders.
Yeah, we can't fault him too much, right? He's having a career game and a little false start there.
6 catches for 127 yards and a touchdown for Sanders. Arnold around the edge, met at the 40 by Kyle Arnhold. Georgia Southern has controlled this game from the start. They won the coin toss, elected to receive the ball. 3 plays later, they had their first touchdown. They led 19-0.
And as good as the offense has looked early, defense equally, really good.
And this is a defense that is worse than the Sun Belt.
Yeah.
French to the air, quickly gets it out, and that's incomplete. Ahmad Green, the tight end. DJ Burks with a thud.
And Burks will hit you. 6 foot, 200-pound safety. He'll cover you and he'll come up and hit you and knocks that ball loose right there.
It's third down, and that might be right where Georgia Southern wants to be because they have been so solid on third down. On 3rd and long tonight, so 3rd and +7, 3 for 5. French has got to go. Not this time, says App State's Colton Ferris.
And we said it earlier, we need to call Colton Ferris's name out a bunch more here in the second half. And we've already called it a few times. We see a stunt in the middle there. French tries to get out with his feet, cannot get loose from Colton Ferris.
He's their TFL leader. That's a 8-yard loss on the play. And it forces Southern into punt. Barnes is back for App State. It's a fake! Interesting.
Well, it looked like a fake, but it was 4th and so long. He just rolled out of that pocket. Now, he doesn't get any protection as a punter when he does that. He can get drilled, but then he just kind of does one of those ground ball type kicks from the punt. Now, he's Australian, right? So, I mean, it clearly looked like a fake, so, but I mean, he had what, 18 yards to go, and then doesn't quite get the best punt off either. So, yeah, very interesting there.
Well, App State's going to start on their own 31-yard line. They just had their best drive of the entire ball game, which ended in a touchdown, and then they got a big defensive stop. Dubinion looking for a hole, stretching forward to pick up maybe 2. Justin Myers wrapped him up. And as you said, Rini, they used tempo, went a little bit faster. That seemed to help them on that last drive.
It did, and a lot of times that'll put you in rhythm, and it did certainly on that last possession for App State.
Jay Swan 6 for 7 on the last drive. There's a completion, a yard short of the sticks to Jaden Barnes, who was tackled onto the Georgia Southern sideline. He's up, though. Aiden Jackson made the tackle.
And there was a Georgia Southern player just on the sideline. He gets absolutely drilled by his teammate. So take everyone out. No penalty for hitting your own teammate on the sideline.
Well, he was in full pads with his helmet on.
That's
thank
right.
Goodness.
Paying attention, just didn't get out of the way.
Dubinion meets the pile and nothing.
Yeah, and I mean, that's the defensive line for Georgia Southern's done a really nice job at the point of attack, and it's going to be 4th down here. You know, the games are won and lost at the line of scrimmage. I don't care what kind of offense you run, spread, up-tempo, huddle. You need to win at the line of scrimmage. And tonight, so far, Georgia Southern has done that with his defensive line.
App State's offense still on the field on 4th and short. They're 1 for 3 on 4th down. Swan looking, directing traffic. Jaden Barnes caught that. 1st down, App State.
I mean, just phenomenal catch by Jaden Barnes. As Swan's rolling out, he gets pressure on him late, has to throw it low, and Barnes, like Superman, comes out of nowhere to make that catch on 4th down.
It was Zaire Gamble who was putting the pressure on Swan.
Now, he bobbled it as he was going to the ground. That ball hit the ground is what replay is going to look at, because it definitely saw the ball bobble.
10 catches for him, 88 yards on the night.
But what a huge replay this is, because if this gets overturned, it's Georgia Southern's ball right here. This was 4th down.
It does help that the call on the field was a catch. It has to be clear and obvious evidence to overturn the call on the field.
I mean, the ball definitely bobbled, but did he secure it before it hit the ground? Right there, you see, looked like the ball hit the ground there. Question is, was it secured? Because remember, the ball can touch the ground as long as the ground doesn't help you possess it. But you hit the major point, Court. It was called a catch on the field. So you see the ball's coming out there.
The ruling on the field of catch is upheld. 1st down.
Yeah, there's nothing clear and obvious there to overturn that. I think that's the correct call.
What a playmaker he has been tonight, a transfer from Austin Peay and spent 2 seasons there. And the coaches told us he can just be a gamer. He's got great energy. His teammates want to play with him, and you can see tonight A.J. Swan wants to get him the football.
Yeah, and he's not the biggest receiver, but he's physical. He's not afraid of contact.
Back to Barnes, incomplete. Dorian Smith kept an eye on him.
Yeah, nice coverage by Dorian Smith, the nickel.
I don't think that felt great for Jaden Barnes. But he's not coming off the field.
No.
Mbake. 2 yards short of the 1st down.
Which kills me because he got up and signaled 1st down, but he was 2 yards short, so got to know where you are in the field. Sam.
Clock ticking down at the end of the 3rd quarter. They're going to get another playoff.
All right.
Dubinion. He's got the first down. And the clock stops. No.
Momentarily for him
just
going
for
out
a
of bounds.
second.
Yep.
All right, different App State team in the third quarter.
Definitely a pep in their step here for sure.
We've seen App State's first touchdown of the game. Still some work to do. They're driving down the field, trailing at home to their rival, 22-9. Start of the fourth quarter in what they call Hate Week. Georgia Southern and App State, a rivalry that goes back to their FCS days. Usually played the last game of the season, but this year, early November. Georgia Southern has controlled this football game. App State looked much better in the third quarter. Courtney Lau, Rini, and Golia with you from Boone. AJ Swan dancing around, somehow completes this to Jakari Lewis. Trig Lewis, they call him. Brendan Harrington on the tackle.
Yeah, avoids the sack. Is able to fall away, but as you said, completes the pass. Doesn't take a loss there.
A.J. Swan in this half, 11 for 15, 108 yards.
Much better.
And the first touchdown of the game for them. They used some tempo that helped them look a lot more comfortable in the third quarter. Trig Lewis. Oh, what a hole. First down. Leaped over a guy. Mark him at the 27.
And they caught Georgia Southern with a blitz. Safety comes off. There's a big gap in the middle. Good blocking up front by App State. And Trig Lewis hits it, and a nice pickup.
15-yard pickup. Already 7 first downs in this half compared to just 4 in the first half. Back to Trig. Open field in front of Trig Lewis. Touchdown App State. The Mountaineers have woken up in the second half.
And I love the execution. Will Flowers, 73, the center. Griffin Scroggs, 74. They pull out in front. Both had great blocks. Good patience by Trig Lewis, and he hits it with speed. So, you know, I know the coaches have those numbers, and we talked about this in our last game. You're down 7.
I think there might be a flag in the back of the end zone.
Brandishing a weapon be his first unsportsmanlike conduct of the game.
And you
The
know what,
penalty will
Reedy?
be assessed on the kickoff.
I saw that, and I thought he might get. This has been an emphasis this year.
And you know, and every player knows that. It's just dumb. You cannot do it. And they're gonna, instead of giving the 15-yard penalty here on this kick, they're gonna do it on the kickoff to get better field position. So you just can't do that. You know better.
Dominic DeFreitas on for the PAT. Trig Lewis gets the touchdown, but gets in trouble for the celebration on the touchdown. App State trailing 22-16. Well, going to break, our referee, Jeremy Parker, was run into by one of the App State players. Obviously, the App State player was looking behind him and accidentally ran into him. The medical team ran over and took a look at Jeremy Parker, but he seems to be okay.
Yeah, it was Luke Burgess. He's a backup offensive lineman, 76 and something. He's only 6'8", 305, so not like a big guy ran into him.
Everybody appears to be okay.
Yeah, he looks good. Hey, hazard pay, right? There's big bodies flying around out there. That's what happens. Usually it's an umpire that gets run into, not the referee after a PAT.
Well, App State just got its second touchdown of the game. And that big hit is going to get the crowd going. Miles Farmer. Well, coming up this Saturday on ABC, here is our triple header, BYU, Texas Tech. That's where College Game Day will be. And then undefeated third-ranked Texas A&M facing Missouri, followed by fourth-ranked Alabama and LSU in Tuscaloosa. Each game available on the all-new ESPN app.
I'm curious how LSU plays without Brian Kelly. A lot of times when your coach gets fired, you actually play well, right? You've seen Florida happen at Florida, so keep my eye on that one.
Arnold weaving his way through traffic for a nice gain on first down.
Arnold on the carry.
Well, we can definitely say App State has been a different team in the second half, now only down 6, playing much better both on offense and defense.
At one point they trailed 19-0. French pulls and throws to Camden Brown. Really close to the marker. He's met by Ethan Johnson. I think this should be enough to move the chains.
Yeah, the far side head line judge is actually the one that looks across the field because the near side line judge isn't in that spot. And they got that spot correct. He was right at the line to gain.
What have you thought about J.C. French tonight?
Good quick release, strong throws, check downs. He's done very well tonight.
Arnold's turn. Extra effort got him a few more yards. Colton Ferris eventually will be credited with that tackle.
And one of the things the coaches from Georgia Southern told us about J.C. French is he's so smart and he's done a really good job of getting them out of bad plays, right? Not forcing it in there, and sometimes just getting out of the bad play, changing it, taking 2-3 yards, whatever the defense gives you.
Arnold breaking loose. The first down and more. Inside the 40 he goes. This tackle there by Jalen Willis and Dylan Haas.
I've been really impressed with the patience and quickness of O.J. Arnold between the tackles. Not the biggest back, 5'9", 195, but he has patience. And then when he finds that crease, he hits it. Shows you that quickness.
Rainey, he had a game in high school where he ran for 320 yards and 5 touchdowns. It was a state championship game. Ahman Green, the tight end's got the first down inside the 20, and Georgia Southern in the red zone.
And Ahman Green's one of those tight ends that's a good build. 6'2", 245, he's big enough to block, be physical, but he can also run. Good job down that left sideline. And good recognition by French to come off the receiver, down the seam, and come to the sideline to Ahman Green.
Tonight, Georgia Southern has 3 red zone field goals. Can they get a touchdown here? Their lead is only 6 now. Arnold around the edge. Little hesitation, got him some extra yardage. The 7-yard line.
I mean, it doesn't look much, but I tell people when a back's able to turn the corner, you're going to pick up 7-8 yards, and it's exactly what he picked up there, maybe 9 yards on that carry as he turned the corner.
Aiden Benton, hello.
And that was one where French made the right read, but Benton playing inside, he's usually playing that outside DN spot. He was inside that time, released, got through and made that tackle for a loss.
Georgia Southern 6 for 12 on 3rd down. French's turn.
Number 12, J.C. French.
And he didn't get it.
No.
Now what do you do here, Reed?
Yeah, you got to kick it because a field goal, you don't got to kick, you can do whatever you want, Clay Helton, but a field goal puts you up by 2 scores. Puts you back up by 9. So normally you would kick this, but I'm not the coach, and it looks like he's going to go for it.
He did tell us they like to be aggressive. They like to keep the ball. It is a feel thing. Here they go. First time they've tried for it on 4th down tonight. Yeah, they're going to use a timeout. Talk about it.
Timeout, Georgia Southern. First charge
So
of the
decision
half.
time for Georgia Southern. 4th and 1 coming up. Do they go? Do they kick? It's 4th down for Georgia Southern. They kept the offense on. Looked like they were going to go for it and then called timeout.
Yeah, I mean, I just think you kick it here. I mean, you're in the 4th quarter, 9 minutes left. You go up by 2 scores. I mean, your defense has played well tonight. I know App State's much better, a different team here in the second half, but yeah, you kick it here.
That's what they'll do. Trip Bryant is on.
I mean, it's frustrating, right? You're down there, you're close. You can get a first down, then get a touchdown, but you know, you go for it and get stopped, then all the momentum goes to App State. So you got to kick this here.
To be a 24-yard attempt. He's hit 3 field goals tonight, all under 24 yards. It's up and good, and Georgia Southern back up by 2 scores.
Yeah, so you don't touchdown, and they've stalled in the red zone tonight, but they've gotten field goals out of them at least.
How about a field goal fest tonight?
Yeah. Hey, we're in November, right? Both these teams are fighting for wins just to get to bowl eligibility, so scratch and claw any way you can take it. And to go up by 2 scores in the 4th, I'm sure if you would have asked Clay Helton, you're going to be up by 2 scores in the 4th quarter on the road against your rival, he would take it.
So now App State has looked a lot better in the second half. They've gotten both of their touchdowns tonight in the second half, and they're about to get the ball once again. Georgia Southern has only won here at App State 5 times. It's the 33rd straight season these two rivals are playing. A rivalry that dates back to FCS. They combined for 9 FCS national titles. And App State will let that one bounce into the end zone.
Touchback.
So for A.J. Swan and this App State offense, looked so much different in the second half.
They got into rhythm, and in this last possession, they got some running. Trick Lewis looked really good, so offensive line getting some movement, but just the rhythm, moving the ball around, getting that running game going much better. And I think what they're going to see here with 9 minutes left, they're going to go up-tempo once again.
Yeah, that seemed to be beneficial. And Rashad Dubinion, I felt like they used him a lot more than they had in the first half.
Yeah, and Dubinion's one, again, coming into this game, is leading the Sun Belt in rushing, but coaches told us they're really big and high on Trick Lewis as well. So
A.J. Swan, 24 of 35, 212 yards and that 1 touchdown. He's going to throw the first play of this drive, a deep ball up to his favorite target tonight, Jaden Barnes. Are you kidding? Into Georgia Southern territory.
As much as we've talked about Marcus Sanders for Georgia Southern, Jaden Barnes has had a tremendous game as well. Back shoulder, locates the ball, concentration.
34-yard pickup, Dubinion ground game. Picks up 6.
And a really nice throw by A.J. Swan that time as well. I mean, offensively, it seems like a total different team here for App State. But that's what you do. You make adjustments at halftime, and you come out and you play.
Plenty of time for App State to get those 2 scores that they need. Swan over the top. There's a flag out in the backfield as Barnes makes the catch. Another late flag just now coming in. Barnes is still on the turf. So 2 flags on this play, and the medical staff attending to Jaden Barnes, who has been the MVP of this game tonight for App State.
There are 2 fouls on the play. Holding, offense, number 55. Personal foul, targeting, number 5, defense. Previous play is under video review.
That targeting call was against Aiden Jackson of Georgia Southern. Now Jaden Barnes just did get up and jog over to the App State sideline. Let's look at targeting.
So it's going to be offsetting penalties, but if they uphold the targeting, Aiden Jackson will be out of this game. Now, he is defenseless. He's catching the ball, going to the ground. And he doesn't use crown of the helmet. To me, is it forcible contact with an indicator to the head or neck as he goes down? I mean, I don't see targeting there. Now, I've been wrong before, but that's just, as an analyst, I'm just giving you what I think. I don't see targeting there. I don't know if you agree or not, Court.
I'm just trying to look at this again.
And remember, so he's defenseless because he's in the act of making a catch going to the ground. So any forcible contact to the head or neck, crown of the helmet is that 6-inch diameter at the top, which you can never use. I don't see crown there. I mean, I think he...
But, I mean, he does contact his helmet.
He does tilt and contact down, so I don't think you'd have crown. If they want to say it's forcible to the head or neck, I think
it is.
And we've talked about this, and I think this was the talk that all analysts and play-by-play do. It's like, it's such a penal penalty to get thrown out because he's going to be out for the rest of this game and then the first half of the next game. So, but we'll see. I mean, his head was dipped, but he actually, I think, late looked up, which is what you should do, see what you hit. He's going down to me trying to make a football play. I don't think it's targeting. So we'll see if I'm right.
Yeah, now watching it, I mean...
Well, now I got you. I'm pulling you my way a little bit. Come on.
The ruling on the field was targeting. Here's the...
After video review, there is no targeting. There is holding on the offense, number 55. Be a 10-yard penalty. Replay the down.
There you go.
And because they picked that flag up, there's no more offsetting penalties. So now the holding, as the official Jeremy Parker just said, will be assessed on App State, and the holding was by Shamar Jackson, number 55.
And Aiden Jackson gets to stay in the game. And then remember, if it was targeting, he'd miss the first half of their next game. And he's a key piece, one of their starters.
But I agree with replay. They got it right.
Yeah. So the ball's going to be placed at the 45-yard line on the Georgia Southern side of the field. App State down 2 scores. I don't see any flags out.
Yeah, whistles and the play was stopped, but no flags on the ground.
Number 15 was involved in the injury. He must go out of the game for 1 play.
That's the proper call. I mean,
yeah, it's been a minute, but that was the last play. Was
correct. And I get, like, Jaden Barnes wants to stay in the game. If you're upset, you want him to stay in the game, but that is the correct rule. You got to go out for a play.
The fans are like, leave our guy in there.
Yeah,
he's been so good.
It's our best player.
He was looking for David Larkins, who didn't even turn around.
And I almost heard, like, it almost sounded like A.J. Swan yelled, "Lark!" Like, turn around, and he didn't. He went right down the seam. You want to throw it to him right there, and he just never turns. And that's one of those plays where, Larkins isn't supposed to turn there, but you have that kind of that feel with your quarterback where you know what he's going to do, and but it didn't work out.
And remember, A.J. Swan is missing his top tight end, and Isaiah Cummings, who is out with a leg injury suffered in the last game. And, they say that's a catch. I thought he dropped it going out of bounds.
He clearly dropped this ball going out of bounds. Replay's going to look at this because you have to survive the ground. His toe's in, but watch when he goes to the ground. The ball does not get secured. I mean, it's an incomplete pass. Yeah, that's the right call.
So they're saying it was an incomplete pass.
Correct.
Now.
And it's okay with the officials getting together on the sideline because, the player's back is to one of the officials and he thinks it's a catch, but the other one saw it and talk it over. But that's the right call. You got to survive the ground.
It's 4th and 4.
Crew does a great job. Good camera work. We'll get a good look at it. Does a nice job getting that toe in, but just got to hold it all the way to the ground, and he just can't do it. And now you're in that no man's land, right, Corey? You're not going to really punt it here, but boy, it's 4th and 14.
It's 4th
Yeah,
and 14.
I know.
Here they go.
Come on, Warren, come on.
Swan has time.
Come on.
Up to the air. Wow, in traffic, and he caught it. Jaden Barnes is back.
I mean, and the defender, Aiden Jackson for Georgia Southern, just missed the ball. The ball went right through his hands. And that's where you don't have to catch it, just knock it down. It's 4th down.
Jaden Barnes having the best game. MJ Stroud is the player that's shaken up for Georgia Southern, but now you see him trying to jog off the field. Jaden Barnes has the most catches by an App State player since 2013. It was Andrew Peacock who had 12 against Georgia.
You know, Brandon Bailey said defensively, we have to make plays when they're there to be made. That's a play that needs to be made by Aiden Jackson. Again, it's 4th and 14. Just knock it down. You don't have to try to intercept it. Ball goes through his hands right into the arms of Jaden Barnes, who's having an outstanding game. But that play right there keeps App State alive, no doubt about it.
They need 2 scorers in this ball game, and they've got time to do it. Just converted 4th and 14.
Please start the game clock on my signal. Set it to 7:18 and start the clock on my signal, please.
We had a game where the lights got shut off on us last week. Now, time getting yelled at. a lot going on here.
Swan corner in the end zone. That one is grabbed out of the air. Aiden Jackson got it this time.
You gotta love football. That play for Aiden Jackson, 10 times harder than the one he just missed on. But you want to talk about coming back and redeem yourself. Redemption for Aiden Jackson. Georgia Southern takes over on the other side, leading by 9.
I mean, poetry in motion for Aiden Jackson right here on this interception.
I mean, climbing the ladder, that's like top square in basketball where you just dunk it home. And I love that he makes that play after the one earlier. I mean, tremendous.
You get the hard hat. I mean, that's huge because App State is driving down the field. They're down 2 scores, and just like that, Georgia Southern has its first takeaway of the game. O.J. Arnold gets them out of their own end zone.
And I've said this before, you know, back when I played, it's really held true today. When you're backed up like this, you just want to at least get 1 first down. Get 1 first down, because if you have to punt it, it's a field position game. Give your punter some room, and especially now late in a game where you're up by 2 scores, a punt's not going to crush you. You know, you've taken away App State from scoring, you took the ball back, you'll be able to take some time off the clock, but obviously a first down would be huge.
Tossing it up for Camden Brown, who was locked up with Ethan Johnson. Is that not a flag?
I tell you, I don't think we've had 1 pass interference call tonight. They're letting him play. It was physical. I was about to say, because I thought Georgia Southern was going to run it there. One thing that's a bugaboo of mine is when late in the game, when you're trying to close it out, they snap that ball with 13 seconds on the play clock. But there's a lot of hand fighting. 9 times out of 10, you get a flag there. I guess that was the one time that they kept it in their pocket. To me, it looked like Camden Brown was being impeded on his route.
A motion Camden Brown up to the top of your screen. And O.J. Arnold a yard short of the first down. Stopped by Emory Floyd, but out of the end zone.
And you have to punt this. So good job by App State. Get the ball right back. And I know, sometimes, you know, I'm not a coach, but I can be conservative. I think second down, and I do believe they should have gotten a PI there. They didn't get it, but let that play clock run down and run it. You could have taken another minute and a half off the clock easily.
Jaden Barnes back for App State. There's a late flag. It's picked up at the 44, the ball is. The flag is back on the other side of the field.
Well, I saw a body flying, and then you saw the flag come in from a long way away.
On the return team, during the kick, illegal block in the back. 10 yards from the end of the kick, first down.
It's going to be around the left side of the screen. There it is right there. I mean, it's not much, but it's enough. And really, there's no need to do it because it's Ronnie Porter running down. I mean, the play's dead. I mean, the ball's just sitting there. So he's got to be careful. He wasn't malicious, but that hurts you, right?
Well, if you're App State, yes, your last drive ended in an interception, but your defense just got a 3-and-out stop.
And it only cost you a couple minutes, right? So you got to get on your horse here, get that tempo up, and go back down and score. Again, at least a field goal because you're down 9, which is 2 scores. So got to get something here. But you got to play with a sense of urgency, which they have been this whole second half.
Only 3 points in the first half for App State. 13 here in the second half. Dubinion motions out, empty backfield for A.J. Swan. To Dubinion. Spun back inside. Didn't get much out of it, though. Marked just short of the 30, stopped by Harrington.
Looked pretty.
Yeah.
Just didn't get much out of it. And you got to be careful when you're spinning, too, because you can get tattooed pretty easily, but he does a nice job, spins and gets back upfield.
Second and 4 for the Mountaineers.
Swan tosses it back to Dubinion. forces his way to the first down, right past Tracy Hill.
Yeah, and that's the power of Dubinion as he fights through the corner to get that first down. You gotta hold them because they subbed.
Swans getting the ball out quick, results in another first down. Catch made by Alex Sanchez.
Sanchez, a true freshman. He's contributed, nice route, makes the catch, gets out of bounds.
Play action for Swan. Oh, and a rare incomplete. Jaden Barnes. Oh, and holding his midsection.
And that's one that he usually makes 10 times out of 10. He had that ball, just couldn't bring it in. Hits the ground pretty hard, but he popped up. Hopefully he's okay. But boy, that's one that Jaden Barnes nearly always pulls in.
It's the 18th time they've targeted him tonight.
Could be that he's just tired. He's got 18 balls as that one gets dropped.
No chance. Caleb Moore with the sack.
And that's what hurts you, right? You have a chance to make a play and be first and goal. You don't make it, and on the very next play, you get sacked and moved right back. And football can be frustrating.
Third sack of the night for Georgia Southern. They came into the game with 7 on the season. And miss Sam Mbake.
Pass incomplete.
Miscommunication there, and that's another 4th and 16. Now, last time they went for it in this pretty much same situation, 4th and 14, they completed it. So, see if they can do it twice.
And they went to Jaden Barnes, who is back on the field.
4th and 16 for the Mountaineers.
And they're running out of time, 3:19 to go. They do have all 3 timeouts, obviously, but you got to get 2 scores. Fourth down. Swan right into the hands on Davion Dozier for a first down. They've converted on 4th and long twice.
And not on 4th and ultra long. It was 4th and 14. That was 4th and 16. Excellent route by Dozier. Got right to where he needed to, the 30-yard line. And Swan puts it on him, and they keep this drive alive.
Takes him to the 30-yard line on the Georgia Southern side of the field. Larkins. At the 26, Chris Crouch forced him out. Clock ticking here. Remember, they've got the 2-minute timeout plus 3 timeouts. Nobody home. Davion Dozier, maybe a miscommunication between the two of them.
Yeah, Dozier stopped his route. Swan thought he was going to extend it to the back of the end zone. It goes incomplete.
32 of 49, 322 yards, and most of this coming in the second half.
Yeah, I mean, you know, approaching 50 attempts through the air, and would have loved to have got the running game going a little bit more, but just hasn't been that kind of night.
Some most completions for A.J. Swan. He'll add to it to Mbake. First down, App State. To the 15-yard line they go. Tracy Hill with the stop. 2:08 and counting on the clock.
Yeah, nice little pick route, rub route. That's what the offenses like to call there.
And they won't get a play off before the 2-minute timeout. App State behind 2 scores. 2 minutes to go in this ballgame. 2 minutes left to go in this ball game. App State needs 2 scores. They're down 9. At one point, Georgia Southern led this game 19-0.
Yeah, I mean, App State, the adjustments they made at halftime, they came out total different team, but, you know, is it enough? We'll find out here in the last 2 minutes.
We've got 2 minutes to work with, all 3 timeouts. In the red zone. Swan over the top into the end zone. Are you surprised that it's Jaden Barnes for the touchdown?
I'm going to answer that. Nope.
Nope. His 13th catch of the night.
And I believe his 19th target. I mean, that's
Yep.
a lot of targets. And
It's a receiver's dream.
Yeah, oh yeah, it is. And obviously you kick it here, make it a 2-point game.
Dominic DeFreitas will go on to do just that for the PAT here. App State down 2.
Man, Barnes comes from the right side, just an over route, and but you'd think Georgia Southern would have a few guys with an eye on Jaden Barnes. They did not. Another really nice throw by A.J. Swan, who's having a career game as well. Now, we were talking strategy during the timeout, where do you onside kick, do you kick it off? With all 3 timeouts for App State, you can kick this off because you can use all those timeouts, and so we'll see.
If App State were to onside kick it, just for reference, on the season they're 1 for 3 on onside kicks.
Yeah. I mean, the higher percentage to me, I believe, is kick it off because you have all 3 timeouts. Your defense has played well, and then if you're Georgia Southern, you're saying we can get a first down, we can win this game. So, and I do believe Donald Loggins is going to kick this off because he's got all 3 of those timeouts.
Big picture-wise, App State 2 wins away from bowl eligibility. Georgia Southern needs to win 3 of its last 4, including this game, for bowl eligibility. But also bragging rights in a rivalry.
And Georgia Southern has their hands team in there, so now Clay Helton took a timeout, kind of looked and saw, like, okay, it looks like App State's going to kick this off, but there's no doubt they're going to leave their hands team in there just in case there is a surprise onside kick.
I believe Georgia Southern with 1 timeout left. Georgia Southern has only won at App State 5 times in the history of this rivalry.
One thing that's for sure, at the end of this game, one fan base is going to be very upset and one's going to be really happy.
33rd straight season these 2 have met. And they do try to onside it. And Georgia Southern comes out with the football. I think it was Philip Gadney.
It was a really good onside kick. It took that nice second, third bounce. The first guy misses it for Georgia Southern, but the second gets it. Nice recovery. And that's why you leave your hands team out there. Now, you still have 3 timeouts, so you still can get the ball back for App State, but now you're talking a field position game instead of kicking it off.
For Georgia Southern, obviously, you got to get a first down. O.J. Arnold, and he's got that first down. Rondo Porter with the tackle. And Dow Loggins is going to use his first of 3 timeouts.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you got to use it there. You got to use them all. But boy, what a run to get that first down, on first down for Georgia Southern. Good blocking. Talked about that offensive line. They played well today, and impressed with O.J. Arnold as well from the running back position.
It was a Georgia Southern team that at the beginning of this week, Clay Helton addressed the media and felt like he had to make a statement to the fans and say, look, we have not met the standard, the high standard that is Georgia Southern football. And he told them, I'm not happy, I know you're not happy, and we're going to do things to make a difference. They have come out today and look different.
Yeah, I mean, you're not really winning any championships this year, but you could finish this season really strong, get to a bowl game, and
with J.C. French plays the way that he has tonight, definitely can do that. Arnold on the edge. First down and Smart to get down inbounds. There comes a late flag. App State, of course, is going to have to use a timeout.
I'm curious what this, it's going to be holding. It's going to take this play back. But I mean, talk about situational awareness for O.J. Arnold. Excellent run, stayed in bounds, and it's going to come back from holding. It's a spot foul because it was downfield.
Holding, offense, number 66. 10 yards from the spot. Replay first down.
Well, that's the left tackle, Johnny Brown.
But here's one thing that doesn't hurt Georgia Southern. You don't lose that down. You get this down over again. It's still first down, and you ran time off the clock.
App State doesn't use a timeout.
Correct,
though.
so that helps them. Yeah, that's kind of back and forth. But Clay Helton wants the clock running. It's not going to start until the snap. In the odd 1st and 11.
O.J. Arnold, that should trigger App State to use its second timeout, and they will. So 1:34 on the clock. App State will have one timeout remaining. Second down on deck for Georgia Southern.
And they're running the ball nicely here to close out the game. I always say, I talk to a lot of offensive coordinators, in games, you throw the ball to score points, you run the ball to win games. And what does that mean? At the end of the game, when you need to get first downs, you need to run the clock and close games out, you do it with a good running game. And so far, Georgia Southern's doing that here at the end. And just take a look at O.J. Arnold approaching 100 yards on the day as well, 96 yards rushing for that young man.
O.J. Arnold, Marcus Sanders, Camden Brown, they've had multiple playmakers tonight for Georgia Southern.
And even if you don't get this first down for Georgia Southern, you're going to get really close to being able to run all the time off the clock.
J.C. French, keeper. He got the first down.
And that's ball game. He bounced it outside because he knew he could pick up the first down. Doesn't matter if he goes out of bounds or not. He got the first down. App State can only stop the clock one time. You're going to see victory formation here for Georgia Southern, and they're going to get a rivalry win on the road. Now they're going to review the spot, so I guess take everything back I said until this review comes. Caleb Cook thinks it's a first down. See that big finger pointing.
I think Georgia Southern set the tone on the first drive of the ball game when J.C. French went 3 for 3 with a touchdown pass.
Yeah, he's going to be short, by the way. It looks like his knee was down at the 26-yard line with the ball. He needed to get. Oh, I take that back. I don't know where the marker is because
I think it was.
They've already changed the sticks.
I think it was at the 26.
Yeah, and I think he probably 26 and a half. He put that knee down, so I think he's short. So what's going to happen is he was inbounds. Dow Loggins will use that last timeout. And it'll be third down, I believe, right? Because they're going to have to reset all the chains again, the markers, because that was a second down play.
Yeah.
Replay booth's been on it tonight. I talked to those guys earlier. They've been good tonight. That's a big play. You got to get that spot right.
This would be a big win for Georgia Southern if they can close this out. We've got Coastal Carolina on deck next Saturday.
It's a game of inches, because if he's short like we think they are, App State has a chance to get the ball back. And now they're going to make sure the clock is correct as well. So we'll get it all sorted out right now.
After video review, the runner was short of the line to gain. It will be third down. Please set the game clock to 1 minute and 30 seconds. Appalachian State will use a timeout to avoid the 10-second runoff due to the replay. It'll be third down.
And that'll be App State's final timeout.
Yep. So
you get the first down, game over.
no doubt. But if you run it, say the play takes about 5 seconds, puts you at 125. Let's say you don't get it, then you're going to play clock will run from there. 40 seconds, it's 25, puts you at a minute. Another 15, so you get it down to 45 seconds. So yeah, play the game right here for App State. You gotta get a stop here. It's that simple. Georgia Southern, you get this yard, you got a first down, game's over.
They've got O.J. Arnold and Terrence Gibbs, both backs in there right now for Georgia Southern. (20 and 22).
Do they have like an eagle push here, maybe, or something? We'll see. Every team seems to have it, right?
Appalachian State has 0 timeouts. Appalachian State has 0 timeouts.
French under center. French trying himself to get this.
I mean, I didn't think he got it, but the line judge is coming in and giving him a tremendous spot. So we'll see they sort this thing out here. He's short.
Fourth down.
Yeah, I thought he was short.
And Clay Helton ran towards the field, and the officials quickly ushered him back to the sideline.
Well, you run this play clock down to 1 second, call a timeout, but it looked like he was going to be able to get it, just it got stymied. Now you want to talk about a decision.
Yeah.
If you're Clay Helton, you're up 2, you're a half a yard away from a first down to win the game. Or do you bring your freshman kicker out to try to go up by 5 points? This is a decision. I'll tell you what I would do.
Yeah.
I'd go for it,
Yeah.
because I think you have a very experienced offensive line. It's your most mature group. And you say, guys, we got to move to the line of scrimmage. We got to pick up a half a yard, and this game's ours. But we'll see.
If not, App State would get the ball back with minimal time and no timeouts.
But a field goal wins it.
A field goal wins it.
Yeah, so that's why this decision. But, you know, you put a young field goal kicker out there, and you're right kind of where his range is anyway. He's got just as much chance of missing it, and then you still give him the ball right there. At least going for it, you have a chance to win the game.
Yes.
And remember, if somehow App State can get a stop here, DeFreitas has a 50-plus yard leg on him for field goals.
J.C. French is back out there.
Yeah.
4th down to win the game. He gives it to O.J. Arnold. Turns the corner, and that's going to be ball game for Georgia Southern.
They had a chance. App State had penetration, chance to get the tackle for the loss. But fitting that O.J. Arnold is able to turn the corner, pick it up. And oh, by the way, goes over 100 yards on that carry to seal the game for Georgia Southern.
J.C. French tonight, a career-high 352 yards, the 10th highest total in Georgia Southern history. And it's got to feel even better coming against your rival on the road.
Yeah, big-time win.
And still so much to play for. I know it's not the season Georgia Southern wanted, but they just picked up one more win closer to bowl eligibility. They've never been to 4 straight bowl games. They have a chance to do that.
Yeah, they now go to 4-5. App State drops to 4-5, so you got to win, what, 2 of the last 3 to get in there. So both of them still have a chance, but Georgia Southern's leaving here tonight feeling much, much better about themselves to the rest of the season with these 3 games left.
How did they improve?
Defensively, for sure. I don't know what the final was for rushing yards for App State. 77.
Yeah.
Held them to 77 yards rushing. This was a defense that was giving up 241 a game. That right there, and then the play of J.C. French. Phenomenal.
J.C. French, a career high for him tonight. And in Hate Week, it comes to an end with a win for Georgia Southern, just the 6th time they have won here in Boone. 25-23 is your final from Boone tonight.